And look, we are already almost halfway through. Check this out. We've gone through this part right here, and we still have this. Well, there are 18 chapters, so yeah, I love what you're reading. That's my book, Mama Bear. That's the book that I read. I wrote this book last year. This is my accidental astral travel experience where I went to Arcturus and I met the Arcturians. It was a very, very interesting experience, Grateful Heart Oracle, because I was not going to write this book. This whole thing happened end of 2020, beginning of 2021. And I thought, I mean, I had a couple of friends who I told them about, but, you know, they were just close people, not the general population. Like I wasn't talking about it, you know, so because I thought that's just wild. I could not. Suddenly, I'm having this woo experience. How can I possibly explain it to anyone? Plus, simply opening up about it to the world would mean my life would change 100%. So I kept it a secret until last year, sometimes in August, I believe, where I went into a meditation because I've been committed to finishing this book that I started in 2019 called Hacking Gratitude. And I was missing a piece. You know, so I kept on wanting to sit down and finish that book. And as I'm sitting in a meditation to ask for guidance, I get a clear message that I need to write this book, Arcturian Healing. Like the words Arcturian Healing just came to mind. And while I resisted it, the Arcturians came in and said, we did not give you this information for you to keep. You have to give it to the world. And this actually, reading this book and posting it on YouTube is something that I'm doing. It's their request. I have to share it with the world. So in other words, I have to make it available to the world. What the world does with it, it's their choice, because it's all free will. It took 3 months in total for me to write it, edit it, format it, design the book cover, and publish it. And it was all automatic writing. I want to say the writing itself lasted about 40 days. And I had a calendar on the wall that I was marking every single day because I was in a zone the entire time. When I was sitting down to write, and I was writing about an hour and a half, 2 hours every day, I never pushed past the limit. There was a limit when I lost contact. And I would just sit down and I would just type. And words were just flowing through me, you know. And then at one point I would get tired, and I would just say, that's it, and I'll do the rest tomorrow. And 3 months later was published. So yeah, this is, and this trip that I took to Romania this summer, I spent 3 months with my mother, there was another more initiation, but it gave me the missing piece for my other book. So I think I'm going to finish it when I go back to Romania this winter. I'm leaving for Romania at the end of November. I'll be there. I'll be on lives. I'll be on videos. I'm definitely going to continue this. But I think, you know, what are you going to do in Romania in the winter? It's cold. I'll just write. That's what I'm going to do. Alina, hi from Romania. Good to see you. I just finished reading 3 chapters from my book, Arcturian Healing. And what I was telling everybody is that I'm going to read the entire book every night. I'm going to do a live until I finish it. And I'm going to post it on YouTube. So everybody can have access to my book to listen to it with my own accent for free. How about that? Who wants to ask me any questions? Who wants to chat with me? Who's chatting with me? Let's hear you guys. Questions. Send questions my way. Any question. I don't care what questions you ask me. Challenge me. Alina, let me hear your question. Anissa, thank you. Oh, thank you, Thang Dang Gyai. Thank you for follow. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Anissa, for the gift. And sapiens. Sapiens? What's with the sapiens? Huh. Have you read The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari? I didn't. I did not read that book. Was that about, what's his name? Shit, what's his name, the monk? Let's see, the monk who sold his Ferrari. Who is the monk who sold? I'm sure I know who the person is because I think I've... The monk? Who is it? Who sold his Ferrari? Ah, Robin Sharma. Oh, yeah. I know his story. I didn't read the book, but I know his story. I like him. What do you think about tarot card readers? Tarot card cards. Tarot card readers? I don't have an opinion about the readers of tarot card. I think they're wonderful people, seekers just like everybody else. What I think of tarot reading, I think it's a wonderful practice to receive and do for yourself too, even if somebody gives it to you or you do it for yourself. I think it has to do, if somebody reads tarot, please remember that the energy of that person, the consciousness of that person will intermingle with the reading. Just know that 100% sure. If you do it for yourself, it's a different story. But there will be some interference, like a journey interference, right? What I want to say is, this is where I come from now in my life. There's nothing in this physical world, nothing that we do that can actually change who we are. No book, no crystals, no tarot cards, no essential oils, no yoga, no meditation, nothing. That's why whenever you have one of these readings, take it with a grain of salt and use it to adapt your journey. Use it as if I do it this way, something may happen. Okay, maybe I should do it this other way. You see? So you use it momentarily. You don't use it as a guidance for life. You use it for a moment right here, right now. Maybe I'm having a little validation need, something that I intuitively think that I should be doing, but maybe I just need a confirmation, and that's all that is. Use it as a confirmation of the moment. Do you feel them outside of your dreams? Do you feel them? You mean the Arcturians? Yes, absolutely. And these are not dreams. This astral travel is not dreaming. Astral travel is consciousness by location. So basically, when you go to bed, not asleep, but you're in a state of, I think it's theta, but it could be gamma. I'm not 100% sure. I look at it as theta state. I never measured my frequency, although I would love to, I don't know, I would love to find some kind of, I know they exist, but they have to be rather accurate, some apparatus, some tool of some sort that I can connect to my brain. And when I meditate and when I astral travel, I want to see where my brain frequency is, because it's very interesting what's going on in my head sometimes. So it's not a dream. So it's basically a consciousness by location. When I talk to somebody, like when I ask for help, all I have to do is to sit in a meditation and I get the guidance immediately. But if I am with somebody and I'm assisting them in something, so their own healing, right? I'm not a healer. I don't heal people. All I do is to hold the space for them to heal themselves. And holding the space for them to heal themselves is me acknowledging this existence, this reality in which these people exist in perfect health. And the health can be physical, spiritual, mental, whatever that may be, maybe some traumas or anything. So if they seek my help, I'm there holding space for them. And as I hold space for them and I listen to them, which is not a very easy thing for me to do because I like to talk, but I learned, I understood throughout the past few years, I understood the meaning of hearing someone, because if you listen to them to respond, rather listen to understand what they say, when you listen to just understand what they say, that's when the connection to the Arcturians come in for me. So basically, all I have to do is just sit, don't think, don't come up with any, genius ideas that I, Carmen, might have. I just have to get out of the way. I get out of the way. I don't exist. Whenever I am with someone, I, Carmen, don't exist. I am simply the channel for the energy of healing and love. So I feel this spiral, there's a blue spiral. I see it actually between that goes, I'm just getting goosebumps all over my body right now. They're here right now. Ooh, I love you guys. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I want to bless all of these people who are watching us today. You guys. Thank you, blessed beings. Thank you, wonderful, wonderful healers. Thank you. Confirm that you want to receive this healing from the Arcturians. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just feeling that this is what's the appropriate thing to do right now based on how I'm feeling. But I just want you to know that there is some kind of a healing available right now. Send a heart if you want to receive it. Or just, you don't have to. I mean, I'm not obligating you to make comments or stuff like that. But just in your heart of hearts, just receive the healing. Mama Bear, blue hearts. You couldn't have picked a better color. Yay! My favorite blue color. Yes. May we all rejoice in peace, love, harmony, and prosperity. May we all love each other unconditionally and live together in this divine world of pure love and bliss. May our bodies heal. May we step into the reality of our highest frequency. May we attune to the frequency of the highest version of ourselves. And may we merge with this reality right here, right now. And may we all be one. Aho. Thank you, Arcturians. Thank you, Council. All right, that was wonderful. Oh my goodness, I'm getting goosebumps all over you guys. This is amazing. Whew, I don't even know what I was saying before this. Yes, I was telling Mama Bear, I believe, that, yes, so when I assist someone in their healing, I see this spiral, and and they feel it. The person that I'm with, they feel the spiral, and it connects the Arcturians through me and through this person. It's like a spiral that just goes like that. Thank you, Grateful Heart Oracle. I want to make sure that I'm following you guys. I'm following Grateful. Whoever joins my lives, I'm following you guys. Follow back. Yes, thank you. Jamers. Alake Abitiwa. Make some... No, disappeared. Yvonne. Oh, you just followed me. Thank you, Yvonne. Wonderful. Follow each other, you guys. Let's spread this energy. Okay, so I want you guys to know, to understand something. Everything that I spoke tonight, it's written in code, and it activated certain parts of your algorithm. Some of you might recognize yourselves as Arcturians. I'm from Romania. That's right, Genesis. I am Romanian. I speak perfect Romanian, but I think in English. So that's why most of my videos are in English. I mean, all of my videos are in English, and all my channeling happens in English. So it's very... And it's not that it's hard, but I have to seek words sometimes because it doesn't always translate. It kind of gets lost in translation sometimes, and I don't want to miss the essence of the words, because you see, that's why when you hear me speak in my videos, I don't just deliver information. I prepare these videos in a certain code. I don't do it. It comes through me. Like I know the cadence that I have to speak in order for the code to get activated. So whatever you guys, so tonight, some of you may feel that you are Arcturians. And I want to know, how many of you here tonight, send me a blue heart or whatever blue hearts. Blue heart from if you believe that you might be an Arcturian. But where do we live? Where do you live? As the Arcturians? You live right here where you are. But you hold the frequency of the entire universe. But you see, what's the point for all of us to be activated in the same way, right? So some of us activate as Arcturians, some of us activate as Pleiadians, because we are one and one. We are all one. But for us to use the attributes that are being assigned to each and every one of us when we end up expressing ourselves through humanity, right? So the attributes that we have can be different, because we have to be different, because there's an infinity of us, right? So each one of us may sense a different, okay, Grateful Heart Oracle, Arcturian, right on. Are these light codes? They're not, you can call them light codes, absolutely, because they are light activation. Because you are light. You are light. Your entire existence, your entire beings is an algorithm. It's a binary algorithm made of photons, right? So when you speak these words, when you hear these words, it's like a light language that activates your algorithm. So yeah, that's what it is. Activation, yes. So how many Arcturians? We have one for sure. Who else feels Arcturians in them? Give me some blue. Oh, 5G Arcturian. Yes. Genesis, let me follow you back. Thank you. Here we go. I'm following everybody who joins my live. If I haven't followed you yet, let me know so I can follow you. I love this. I'm looking for Mama Bear to make sure that I'm following her. I think I am following her, but let me make sure. No, here we go. I'm following you now. Thank goodness. David, I am following David. Yes. Okay. Let me know if you guys have questions for me. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate you being here. Wow. Okay, I'm not going to go any further back. I'm just going to see who else is down here. Follow me. Joy. Let's see, Joy. Yes, thank you. Thank you for pointing it out. Oh, why can't I follow you? Why doesn't it allow me? Joy. Okay, do me a favor. For some reason, like I open your name and I click on follow back, but it doesn't happen. Oh, because it's a private account, it says. Send me a message in my private, and that way I think maybe you open up the privacy or something. I'm not sure. I can't follow you, Joy, for some reason. Mama Bear, you feel Arcturian? Right on. Joy, you feel Arcturian too? How cool is that? Yvonne, yes! I love it. Oh, missed your live. That's okay, Suzetta. So far, I read 3 chapters of my book, and this was the second reading. Last night, I read the first 4, I think. And I will be posting, I actually post all of my lives on YouTube. I edit very little of it, only if there's like blank spots. Usually the entire conversation is there. So what I want to do is to crop only the reading part of each video and make a playlist on my YouTube account with the entire book, so you guys can listen to it for free. And sometimes you don't have to listen to the whole thing, but there's certain chapters that are more activating than others. Specifically, we're going to get to the one where I met the Arcturian Council of Elders. Oh man, and they are the ones who are with me all the time, not the healers. The healers did their job, but the council of elders, the 5 council of elders. And I'm going to tell you that chapter, when we get there, when I'm starting to ask them questions and they give me answers, that is full on light language, full on. But you can understand it, because you know how light language is, like the tongues and stuff. So you're gonna actually, if you want to hear the entire book, you can hear it on YouTube. Look at the AI, Arcturian Healing and Activation. Ask questions or comment. I love it. You know, I need to follow you on YouTube after the live. Yes, yes. I post all my lives on there, and I post some of the other videos as well. But that's what YouTube is good for, the longer videos. Good morning, intellectual. Adi, good morning, intellectual. Such a great moment when I read the book. I felt I was experiencing it personally. Yes, David read my book. David read my book. Absolutely. Many people read there's so many people who read this book. And I'm so proud. There is a woman who put a comment on Amazon, a review on Amazon. In fact, I remember when I read that review, sometimes in the middle of the night, I was so shocked by it that I twisted my back and I couldn't get out of bed after that. It's not her fault, it's mine. I was just so, because she read the book while it was in Kindle, like when I first launched it. And this experience with the blue light healing, that was when she was reading it, she had a lump on one of her breasts, and she felt a pain like a dagger going inside her breast, and that during this light healing. And the next day, or maybe within a week, she went to the doctor because she was having routinely checkups for this lump. And when she went to the doctor, soon after she read the book, there was absolutely no sign that she ever had a lump. And that's what made me, and she healed some personal, childhood trauma and stuff. And that's what made me trip, because it's just so amazing to see that people heal. And by the way, I have no credit in it. I right off the bat, I clarify everything. I did not write this book. This book wrote itself through me. All I did was to click the buttons and just let it be. It was my story, but I let them all write it through me. Jaw drop, Mama Bear, right? So amazing. Yeah. I love it, you guys. I love it that you're here. And I don't like to read. And you don't like to read, David. I know. It's an easy book to read, right? It's very easy to read. Well, now you can hear it. Because as I said, like, you're going to go and listen to that chapter where I met the council. And you can listen to it, and ooh, that activation. You can listen to it at night when you go to bed. That's going to be good. That's going to be really good. I'm going to tell you something, guys. It is crucial for us to let go of everything we believe. Because you have to understand that what we believe usually comes from somebody else. Otherwise, we don't say we believe, because we know, right? If I put my hand on a burning stove, do I believe it's going to burn me? No, because I burned myself all by myself on a burning stove or in the oven or whatever. I don't need somebody to tell me I'm going to get hurt, because I believe it, because I experienced it. I know it. I don't believe it, you see, because I know it. But there are so many things we believe only because somebody said something when we were kids, or somebody said something at work, or somebody said, like, people come, did you hear what really? Don't believe anything. Don't believe anything you hear. But not just that. Don't believe anything you know. Go through every one of your beliefs. Let them all go. Let them all go. And recreate your entire script. Rewrite your entire script. And that's what I said. It is crucial for us to deprogram ourselves, but also We have to replace those beliefs with new convictions, with new wisdom, with new understanding. And the way we do that, the exact same way we have been programmed for millennia by the Matrix to believe that we are just insignificant, puny little beings, when in fact we are the entire cosmos in one little drop. As we start reprogramming ourselves, we do it the exact same way, through repetition. How did they do it for millennia? Through repetition. They pounded in our heads. They pounded in our heads. They pound all kinds of beliefs. All kinds of beliefs. You know, you have to eat 3 meals. That's a belief. Really? Do you have to eat 3 meals a day? Really? Is it what our ancestors did? I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot of things, so many things. I'm not going to go into them because we all know them, because they've been revealed now. It's all being revealed. So how do we deprogram and reprogram ourselves in a theta state of mind? So in other words, in a hypnotic state right before we go to bed and during sleep, because during sleep we are in theta state. But here's what happens. If we listen to something during sleep, we reprogram ourselves. And that's all we have to do repeatedly, repeatedly, repeatedly. Instead of listening to some, I don't know, romance novel or something, listen to what is it called? There's a beautiful, beautiful they're books. There are a whole bunch of books. There are sort of channels from Jesus Christ. The Way of Mastery. Write it down. The Way of Mastery. You will find it on YouTube. There's like, I don't know how many videos. Put that and go to sleep at night and listen to all of those videos. Let me tell you something. So the activation that happens inside of you is out of this world. Out of this world. I went on a tangent. The Way of Mastery. Thank you. Thank you so much. Eternally grateful. What a beautiful tagline. What a handle name you have. Eternally grateful. Yes. Absolutely. Embody that shit, man. That's it. We are gratitude. Podcast. Kashia. You're running a podcast, baby? The calling zing ourselves. Yes, it's all programmed. We must relearn. Absolutely. Tamara from Brazil. Hi, Tamara. Thank you for being here, darling. Thank you so much. Here, I'm going to follow you. Who else? I think it's powerful for us to hear your own account. I think it is, Mama Bear, and here's my concept on this. I'm a regular person. Like I'm you. I'm your person. I went to work. I did what I thought society wanted me to do. You see? Nothing special. I don't come from anything different. I didn't have any special wisdom. I didn't have any. But I woke up one day and I realized something is not working in my life. And I realized that the common denominator in all my failed relationships, and it's not just, husband and boyfriend or whatever that may be, but it's friends, it's coworkers, it's everywhere, because relationships are not just the ones that you have at home. It was me. I was the only one that was tying all of these relationships together. And I said to myself, it cannot be that every single one of these person is that big of an asshole. That means the asshole is me. I got to do something about it. I had to figure out. I was determined to figure this out. The pain of staying where I was became bigger than the pain of embarking on the journey of letting go of the person that I had become. Well, later on, I kind of said to myself, what was I thinking, because the journey is dark, it's treacherous. But now I know something even more powerful than ever, because I didn't know that in the beginning of the journey or along the journey. These are things that I'm realizing, like I'm having massive revelations lately, is that all you have to do is keep going through full throttle, pedal to the metal, and trust the process. Trust it. I said that to myself throughout the entire time. That's how I kept myself going. But while I said it to myself, I also doubted, thinking to myself, but what if I shouldn't be trusted? But what if, right? I doubted myself so often. Oh God, poor baby girl. I doubted myself. Not anymore. And now I'm realizing that all this was guidance from my higher consciousness. Trust the process. Now see, if you have to take it serious, take it serious. If your higher consciousness tells you trust the process, boy, by God, trust the process. That means don't doubt it anymore. So what I meant to say is, I've gone through massive breakthroughs in the past 6 years of my life. And I've reached a point of such purity and such inner peace and understand. There's no going back. I can't unsee right now. Like the way I see the world, I cannot unsee it. It's like when sometimes I have to correct my own words. I have to, because I know that I can't fully speak the language that I now understand. Because you see, you have a language when you're 5 years old, you have a language when you're 20 years old, you have a language when you're 50 years old, and you can't talk to a 5 years old kid with the language of a 50 years old person. Maybe they have the vocabulary, whatever, jargon or whatever, right? So you always have to return to the language of the person you are with. Whoever you are with, whoever you interact with, you meet them where they are. You don't bring them to the language that you speak, because they will not understanding. And there will be two things happening. Number one, they will not understand. You will leave them confused, and that is not the right thing to do. And number two, they may resent the concept, because if they don't understand it, they say, this is not for me, which means you help them, you unhelp them, push away the awakening from them, only because they don't understand. So that's why you always speak the language of the person you interact with. So all of these massive revelations that happened to me are not only possible to absolutely every single human being on this planet, but they are so easily achievable if only we let go of all of our beliefs. And when we read something that liberates us, because they say the truth will set you free. What does it mean, the truth will set you free? When you hear it, there is a knowing within you, there is a frequency within you, some kind of a resonance within you. You see, when the truth hits you in a certain way, and you feel this peace, this love, this surrender, and you know it's true. I'm living with that now with my partner, because he doesn't understand where you come from. Yeah, it's very hard, but it's possible. All you have to remember, speak their language. Don't speak your language, Mama Bear. Don't speak their language. Introduce your concepts, but in their language. Ask questions, plant seeds, just quiz them. Don't question them. Just, hey, what do you think about? Do you know who you are? Like, if somebody asks you, who are you? What would you say? Ask them that, Just little things like that. I hope that helps. The truth will set you free is what I have in my bio. Oh, how cool! Yes, yes. And then there's another good one. How do you know? Be still and know. Do you see, everything is being given to us, you guys? Everything. And we just have to read between the lines, like Bible, all kinds of all books, every book we read, but especially in the Bible, because there's so much. God, we call it Talmesh Balmesh in Romanian, like some kind of a hodgepodge of everything in the Bible. Hodgepodge, it's a hodgepodge. All you have to do is to pay attention to the important lines. And those are guidance. Just take those and run with them. Take them and run with them. But don't let the priests and the religion interpret it for you. Interpret them yourself in an esoteric, right? Not in a, masses type of understanding. You have to go outside of that. You have to go metaphysical on the Bible. And that's what you want to understanding. And go and follow those quotes and keep on. I have quotes that come to me. I read parts of the Bible. I never read the full Bible. In fact, I tried to read the Bible 2 or 3 times in my life. Of course, I started with the Genesis, and I'm realizing now, you don't start with the Genesis. You literally just give up and say, never mind. But long story short, there are some important quotes in the Bible that if we follow through, it will lead us to our awakening. It will lead us to enlightenment, you guys. It's not just possible, it's imminent, because everybody who's raising their consciousness is not just raising their consciousness, because it's a collective consciousness. It's raising the collective. I mean, look at the Schumann resonance. It's so funny. Some people believe certain things, whatever they want, but I know. And by the way, please don't believe what I say. Do not believe what I say. Do not believe what I say. Check with your body. Check with yourself. Is it liberating you? Is it expanding you? Or is it contracting you? Is it closing you in? Is it limiting you? You see, Schumann resonance is the earth frequency, but we activate it with our own frequency. You see? We are the ones affecting it, not the other way around. And people say, oh, I'm doing this because, did you see the Schumann resonance? No, for God's sakes. You're the one who's influencing the human resonance. My truth is not your truth. Their truth is not my truth. Nobody's truth can be somebody else's truth. We can't, because we are absolutely unique from every standpoint. Now, we can go into the place where the other person is and try to see it from their perspective, which that's compassion and kindness and all that stuff. But we're still going to see it from because it's our own reality. In our reality, we will always see it through our prism of perception. And in fact, a very interesting thing about this is we might not know ourselves fully yet. In other words, our authentic self, because we've been conditioned to alter ourselves so much throughout our lifetime that we forget what we love, we forget what we desire, we forget what makes us sing, what makes us dance, we forget these things. We forget ourselves because we keep on focusing on others. Again, I've had, and I did videos on this about service and stuff. I love people. I've been in service to people all my life. I still am. I've never not been. But I can tell you one thing. I was never able to be in service to someone fully with all my heart until I finished being in service to myself and loved myself unconditionally. Because if you're not fulfilled within yourself, if you are not whole, there will always be an energetic charge between you and the person you are servicing, because there will always be some kind of an expectation from your part for some kind of reciprocity, which sometimes doesn't happen. Sometimes I shouldn't say that. It always happens because kindness always gets paid back, but not from that same person. Just know that. Not from that same person. But there's a resentment that sometimes we build, and there's some tiredness, there's some exhaustion, and there's some giving up, and there's some, you see, but we do that because we keep on giving, giving, giving until we empty our cup. And then, God forbid things happen and we get hit in the head with a 2x4, and that's when we wake up. Because we don't wake up when, somebody was telling me when I was running my business and I had 3 assistants and 14 agents working for me on all this, and I had this coach who said to me, be careful because, you're working yourself too hard. Oh, don't you worry because I'm powerful and I'm this and I'm that. Well, think again. Never work too hard. Never overwork your body too. That's a big one. Never overwork your body. Whenever you're doing something, especially if it's physical work and stuff, or even mental, if you write or if you paint or whatever, don't push it. Whenever you see, when you're in a zone, when you're in a flow of what you're doing, right? In a flow of life, something you're working on, you this, you that, you gardening, you whatever it is you're doing. But sometimes it can be hard work. Whenever you realize that you're doing something, that's when your flow breaks. That's when your zone breaks. The awareness of that which you're doing separates you from what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? Because the awareness brings polarity. Well, duality in the case of the physical world. I like to look at it as polarity instead, because we're not in a duality world. We're all one. So that's what happens. What led my awakening was finding out that I wasn't being me or who I thought I was. Same with me. Exactly the same thing with me, eternally grateful. I woke up in the, how did I not follow you before? Okay, so I woke up in 2019 in September. Okay, so here's how it went. I wrote my first book in the beginning of 2019. And I was already on the, becoming a speaker. I wanted to be a speaker. I wanted to do all kinds of stuff. I was, man, get out of my way. I even said to my ex-husband, you either support me, but if you don't, if you cross my path in the house, you either have pom-poms in your hands or you get out of my way. That's what I told my husband at the time. Well, that didn't pan out very well because he went out and found himself somebody else who was not as demanding as I was. Well, I had just started to be demanding. And that's what's happening in our lives. The moment we start to awaken and realize, wait a minute, I think I've been, putting my head down too much. I think I've been biting my tongue too much. I think well, in that moment people go, well, I don't want it anymore. Because I liked it better when I could trample all over you. You see what I'm saying? And you're going to start losing people. And that's what happened to me. So, but because I wanted to be a speaker, I went to every Toastmaster in town. There was 4 clubs in my town, and I went to every one of them. So I was delivering speeches, 2 or 3 speeches a week. I was on and on and on and on and on and on. So then these guys from Toastmasters are like, do you want to be the vice president of marketing or whatever? I'm like, sure, why not? I was so important. So they send me to this Chamber of Commerce meeting to, promote Toastmasters. So I was mingling and talking to people and stuff. And there was this little older couple who I talked to them. They were really lovely. And it turns out the gentleman was writing a book. And I'm like, how exciting, because I had just published my own book. So what a wonderful opportunity for me to talk about my book. But of course, I had to ask him first about his book because that's the polite thing to do. Or so I thought. So I said, what is your book about? And he goes, well, I'm asking people do you know who you are? And I write about that. And I'm thinking to myself, do you know who you are? Like, what do you mean? Like doctors and lawyers and, I guess, I thought to myself, everybody has a wonderful career, they'll tell you about, Anyway, so then he stops my train of thinking and he goes, "Do you know who you are?" And I go, "Of course I know who I am. I'm Carmen Badan. I'm a real estate broker, investor. Oh, I'm an engineer. I'm a fashion designer." And I'm starting to ramble, an author, a speaker. Oh my God. Bless his little heart. You should have seen his face. He was like this. "Oh, okay, that's nice." I knew it. In that moment, I knew it. I knew it. He did not like my answer. He did not like, he was disappointed. And I was like, "Fuck you." In my mind, I was pissed off. It didn't sit well with me. It didn't sit well with me. That was sometimes in, I want to say July. Sure enough, come September 2019, so a couple of months later, I woke up one morning pounding in my head. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? And then it hit me because I realized I have been my entire life someone that I thought someone else wanted me to be. Now, my mother, I knew exactly who she wanted me to be because she told me, "You're not going to be an actress." That's what I wanted to be. Can you tell? So in other words, I had to follow her instructions. I had no choice because I was living under her roof. So it is what it is. Plus, I was, I was a rebel, but I was a quiet rebel. So I realized that, I think I spent about a month in agony, maybe even more, because I kept, and what my agony came from going back through my memories I was looking for the authentic moments of my life. And I challenge you all who are watching right here, right now, to go through your life. You might not remember every moment, but you will remember many moments of your life. And especially some of the event horizons of your life. So when you took a decision that was crucial, and ask yourself, did I come from a place of love? Did I come from a place of truth and authenticity of who I truly am or who I truly want myself to be and what I desire for myself in my life? Or did I do it because I was afraid of something? Did I do it because I wanted to make somebody else happy, because I didn't want to disturb somebody, because I didn't want to rattle somebody's cage, because I didn't want to upset the apple cart, or whatever the reason might be? I'm telling you, if you do this exercise in your life, and especially if you journal about it, that's your step on the path. Every single one of you, I'm sure you are all on the path, because you wouldn't be listening to my rambles unless you are on the path. But hello, Mon Amour. Mon Amour? Wait a minute, I can't read that. Mon Amour? Mon Amour sweet. How sweet is that? Dubai. Hey, that's very nice. Okay, I'm going to follow you. Okay. Totally didn't get what he was expecting. Who, my ex-husband? Oh, or maybe your husband. The second we stand up for ourselves, they don't love us. Exactly. Because it's it's a different version of us. And that's not what they bargained for. That's not what they stepped into when they stepped into the relationship. But guess who was the villain in the whole story? Ha ha ha. Not my ex-husband. Me right here. Yours truly. I was right here. This one. I was the villain. Why? Because when I married the guy, did I like absolutely everything about him? No. Did I want to go on a motorcycle with him? No. Did I go? Yeah, because I want to impress him. Did I want to go on a bike ride across the state of Iowa? Not for 7 days. It's this big thing that they do there. I think I did it maybe 2 or 3 days. I don't remember. Boy, the blisters I had on my butt. Oh God, sleeping outside. I was never a camper, never. Now I wasn't sleeping in a tent because you can't take a tent on a bike ride because it gets wet and moldy. We slept outside underneath pavilions in parks. That's what we did that summer. Did I want to do it? Absolutely not. Did I do it? Absolutely yes, because we had just gotten engaged and it was my fiance and I wasn't going to disappoint my fiance because what if he doesn't want to marry me anymore? Did I like absolutely everything about him? No. But what did I say to myself? Oh, I'm going to change him. Don't you worry. Huh? Who's the villain here? Right here. Right here. Don't worry, I changed. I hope. Life's authentic path. Comment your journey. Thank you, AI. Good day, Ma. How can I normally increase my vibration in alignment with the uninstall bonded ABD wheel? I'm not sure I understand everything you said, but I know you want to raise your vibration, and I can tell you how. Thank you, Fecker01. Appreciate it. Appreciate the rose. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, you always come from a place of love. That's how you do it. Leminus, yes? Always from a place of love and never from a place of fear. And of course you have to heal yourself. That's the number one prerequisite. Healing takes you to self-love. Self-love takes you to oneness, to understanding that you and your father are one and you and your neighbor are one. And then you start to realize that you don't exist because your ego is an illusion. And the entire material world, the physical world, the reality we exist in, that it's being televised by somebody else. In other words, is the vision of somebody else. They basically fed us a story. You're born, you're being given a name, a date of birth, a certificate. Then you start growing, you're taken to kindergarten, to school. Then you get a job, then you get married, you have kids, you eat 3 meals a day, you work 5 days, 6 days a week, 9 to 5 or longer, short vacations, and then you work your ass off till you're 60 some years old, and then when you medicate yourself because you have to have these routine checks and all that stuff, and every one of them is like, oh, your family, do you have any family history, whatever, everybody's like, oh, what if I have fear inducing, right? So suddenly we realize that all of this is an illusion, because if I was to be born and nobody would ever say no to me and I would do whatever my heart desires, do you really think that I would end up some kind of a criminal? No, I would end up the happiest person alive. Earlier, I am now, but earlier. I wouldn't have to go through all this bullshit in life. But that's the programming of the society, because that's the only way they can keep you in the matrix. If they make you stay attached to the material world. And I'm not saying you shouldn't use the material world. You shouldn't be attached to it. You see? Because it's all a condition. Patriarchy. Oh yeah. Patriarchy is what messed everything up, because if the world would have been at least on equal footing, if not allowing women, look at everyone's house, right? Think about it this way. Who runs the house? The woman runs the house, no? It's not the man. The man does some garage things, gardening, fixes things, but who runs it? Who takes the kids? Who plants? Who cooks? Women do, right? Do you think that if they can run a house, they can't run a country? They can't run a world? We wouldn't need all these many political parties. We wouldn't need all of these many religions. We wouldn't need any of that, because women run on love. That's what it is. They run on love. And by the way, it wouldn't have been all this discrepancy that we're seeing these days, where I want big boobs, I want big nails, I want this, I because that one has, I want to be like that, I want to, and we look at each other, we envy each other, and we're jealous on all that stuff, right? We wouldn't have that anymore if we would all be on equal footing, all women, right? Why? Because we would collaborate with each other. We wouldn't compete with each other, right? But the programming is so deep that even us women, we look at each other like, what a bitch. Look at how fat she is. Look at how this, look at how that, like why? Why do we do that? Why? Because we're us, how insecure ourselves. The moment we become confident on who we are, when we empower ourselves to the divinity of who we are, we never see ugly in someone else. We never see stupid. We never see bad. We don't see it anymore. All we see is they just don't know yet. They just don't know yet, because this is the freaking truth. Some people know, some people don't. That's all. You can't judge them if they don't know. Wow. Universal abundance and wealth. Okay, what you do is, if you want to increase your vibration in alignment with universal abundance and wealth, act as if you are already abundant and wealthy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Dream, visualize every night before you go to bed at night, and as soon as you wake up in the morning. Those are the two moments when we are naturally in theta state. In other words, our brain vibration is theta. That is the frequency of hypnosis. So when we are in hypnotic state, we can reprogram ourselves, which means we reprogram our subconscious mind with a specific story, and then the subconscious mind then rearranges everything in the universe, realigns the stars to align with whatever we placed in there. So every night before you go to bed, create a little movie. Who are you when you're abundant and wealthy? But don't think of money. Do not count money, because that means you stay attached to the physical world. Think of emotions. Think of feelings. Feeling is the secret. How would you feel like? Describe. How would you feel like? What kind of event do you see yourself being engaged in when you are abundant and wealthy? And that goes for every single one of you. If you want to create, author your reality, this is how you do it. You visualize it into a little movie. But this movie has to have you in it as the actor. You're not looking at it, you're acting it. Yeah? You don't think of the end. You don't think of the outcome. You become the outcome. You think from the outcome. So whatever you want to bring into your existence, put yourself in there with your imagination. Use your right hemisphere of the brain. What did Jesus say? Cast your net to the right. What do you think it means to cast your net to the right and catch 153 fish, add up to 9? It's higher consciousness. If you use your imagination and sit in stillness, what are you going to do? You're going to fish the higher consciousness, right? So visualize this little movie with all the feelings that you have. Maybe you are going out with your family, and maybe you're going out to a little cabin on a lake, and you're all fishing and playing, and there's kids and dogs and mothers and grandmothers cooking, and there's fathers and fishing on the lake, and there's kids playing ball. And because you are so abundant and you are so wealthy that all of this stuff is so available to you, and see everybody enjoy themselves and see them drink. I don't know what they want to drink, whatever it's appropriate to you. I don't care. There's no judgment, but see them drink wine, see them drink whatever they want. What I'm saying is engage all the feelings, engage the seeing, engage the smelling, engage the hearing, engage the tasting, engage the touching. So engage all your feelings, because feeling is the secret. This is how you activate the frequency fastest, because you stay in that frequency. So this is your little movie. You create this movie. You watch it. You watch it. You don't watch it. You act it in your head right before you fall asleep at night. And then you act it again as soon as you wake up first thing in the morning. And you repeat this for 21 days. You might want to do it for a little longer, because us humans, we became so distracted these days that 21 days might not be enough. Do it for 40, do it for 60. I don't know. I'm telling you something very important. You will know when to stop doing, because you have to stop it at one point. There's a saturation of frequency that you have to sense, because if you continue to have these visions, these movies, after this saturation point, it's going to be like digging up the seed that you just planted. When you know that you are at peace with it, because in addition to that, you will also act as if it has already happened. So during the day, you know what? It's useless for you to do what I just told you. And during the day to walk around moping about the fact that I don't have enough money for, oh, I got to pay this bill. Oh God, I got to do this as well. Oh man, I don't have, oh, I don't know how it's going to happen, but I want this, but how, right? So when you are in lack and scarcity and you speak about it and you think about it and you feel it and you act on it during the day, forget about it. Don't do the things I told you to do, because you're wasting your time. Don't do it. You have to stay in harmony. You see, you have, what does it say in the Bible? When two get together in my name, there I am. What does it mean to get together in my name? Your thoughts, your words, your emotions, and your actions. When you stay in harmony on a minimum of 2 avenues, minimum, you should do them all. In other words, your thoughts, your words, your emotions, and your actions should all be in harmony with what you desire. You can't say that you desire abundance and during the day you act from scarcity, because then you are, as Esther Hicks would say, like a train with 2 engines, one at one end, one at the other. They're pulling in 2 different directions. Train is going nowhere. Did you get what I said? Temenus where? Did you get what I said? I really hope you got this. How can I explain this to my adult kids? The healing. Don't explain them anything. Heal yourself fully. And then show them through your new and improved behavior. When you stop being annoyed by their behavior, they will notice. And they will come to you and say, hey, Ma, what's up? What gives? Who ate the old mother? You know? So don't tell them, show them. Holy smokes. And come back and ask for more. Give your friends gifts. Thank you. Give your family gifts. Why? Why? Why would you do that? I mean, it's nice to do it, but I would like to know why, like for no reason. You are a blessing to us with all your knowledge. This is not knowledge. This is experience. Knowledge is from books. Knowledge is from learning, from, this is not knowledge. This is literally from within. This is my own life experience. Marilu, and you can get it too, baby girl. You have it all inside of you, all of it, everything is inside of you. There's nothing you need to bring in. It's all right here, all of it, all of it. Okay, let me see who this person is here. 0 followers. Keshka. Okay. What Kesh Kad, whatever your name is, stop making comments or I'll block you. I'm just telling you right now. I'm very nice. I should block you right off the bat, but I'm not going to do it because I'm in a good mood and I'm not going to block you. Stop it with the silly messages. Hello, it's so nice to see you. I'm really missing the Tuesdays live. Oh, you were one of my Tuesdays girls. Yes. Did you change your name? I'm so glad you're here. Mary Lou, I have been reading my book, Arcturian Healing. Today I read up to chapter 7. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to post them on YouTube so everybody can hear my book for free. How about that? Lisa, good to see you. Thank you for the roses. It's so nice. Let me know if you want to hop in, Lisa. Lisa and I had a blast last night because she came in and we chatted. My God, you have a lot of wisdom. I agree with your take on manifestation. Thank you, B-Boss. I appreciate. I'm just liking. You just liking? Okay, good. I appreciate that you're liking. Uh, I appreciate it. I hope you didn't get upset with me, but if you did, it's up to you. None of my business. You deserve that. Because you're smart, you're loyal. Oh, that's very nice. I know you're coming from a place of love. I know that. And come back and ask for more. I'm actually looking for messages for people who have questions. So stop it with that. You're I mean, I know what you're doing and I appreciate it because when you guys make comments, my rating go higher. I think. I don't know. I have no clue. Lisa, did you say you wanted to come in? 144,000. Aha. You watched my video about the 144,000? 144,000 is a frequency. It's not people. It's not a number of people. It's frequency. We're all that's Christ consciousness. That's where we're all going. We're all chosen people. Don't let anybody bullshit you with chosen this and chosen what? Chosen for what? There's a scapegoat? No. We are chosen when we choose ourselves. Beautiful lady, I gotta go. It was a pleasure seeing you live. Thank you, eternally grateful. I followed you? Yes, okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. So the real secret is embodiment. That's it. The real secret is embodiment. I'm telling you. There's nothing but embodiment. Embodiment. Can you say name of book again, please? The book that I'm reading is this one, Arcturian Healing. It's backwards, I know. I don't know how to make. I know there's a button I can press so you can see it correctly, but I don't know which one it is. Anyways, I wrote this book. It's an experience that I had in 2020 for 7 months. I astral traveled at first without realizing that I was astral traveling. So it's an interesting situation. And I'm reading it every evening until I finish it. And I'm going to post the videos on YouTube so everybody can listen to my book. I didn't pay attention, Lisa. Did you want to come in? Wait. I know. I just finished class. I'll come up in 5 minutes. Okay, perfect. Got you. You ask. Okay, good. Corbett Wright Jr., thank you for following. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have you been listening for a while? Have you been with us for a while? Okay, Corbett, I'll follow you. Thank you. Hi, Elizabeth. Can you say name? Okay, I did. So the real secret is embodiment. Yes. Wonderful words. Thank you, Lucia. Hello, beautiful souls. Uh-huh. Okay. Did I miss any questions? If I miss any questions, please write them again. Your words have inspired me. I love it. I'm so happy to hear. I'm so happy to hear. May I ask, how do you look inside you to discover your original self? First of all, how do you look inside? You analyze all your beliefs, all your fears. And then you go deeper. You go into your childhood traumas, your abandonment, your betrayal, your shame, your guilt, your anger, your self-doubt, your envy, your jealousy, your judgment, your expectations, your criticism. All the triggers are caused by childhood traumas, and you let all of those go. because those, everything that I just mentioned acts as if they are filters that blocks your pineal gland, third eye, from seeing the light within you, because the light is within you. The light, the word made flesh that dwells within you. So when you open your third eye, through meditation, through prayer, through fasting, through some other practices, that when you go on that path, because that's kind of like the culminating event. So when you go there, you will know exactly what to do. But when you open your third eye, in other words, when your pineal gland gets activated, you actually get to see the light inside of you, like this flash of white light inside of you. And that's when you realize that you are the light, the eternal, limitless light. Yeah? But you have to let go of all those filters, because otherwise you can't see it. I mean, you probably would have had hundreds of Kundalini awakenings by now, but all of these filters are blocking your third eye from seeing the light. So once you eliminate all these filters, voila, everything changes. Yes, so I'm doing the live, then I'm downloading the live on my phone, I'm editing, and I'm putting only the record. I'm going to do the whole video, like I'm going to post everything, but I'm going to make a playlist only with the part of the video where I'm reading the book. So they will be, all the chapters will be on there. Maybe I'll crop it by chapters. I don't know. Maybe that's too much work. I'll figure it out. I'm sure whoever wants to read it, they will be happy to find 3 chapters on one video. Look, here's my theory. If you really, really want to get something done in life, you're going to do it no matter what. So it's not that big of a deal. So you got it, MJ? That's what I'm going to do. So my entire book, I already finished recording up to chapter 7 tonight. So tomorrow night, chapter 8, probably 9, and maybe 8 and 9, because 10 is a little longer. 10, I believe, is the chapter where I spoke to, yeah, that's when I met the Arcturian elders. I think that's a little longer of a chapter. Oh, that's a beautiful chapter. Maybe we'll do it. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, 8, 9, and 10 tomorrow night. Yes, we have 18 chapters. One of them at the end, we're going to do a meditation, 2 meditations. And then we're going to do healings. If you guys stick around, we'll do healings if you guys want to do healings. Where can I purchase a copy? On Amazon. Corbett, thank you so much. On Amazon. So the interesting thing about this experience that I had, that I ended up on Arcturus, not knowing what astral travel was and none of that. Later on, I spoke to my higher consciousness and I said, why did you send me to Arcturus? Because to me, it was a pain in the butt to have this story attached to my life. Because how can I go out there and tell people that, oh yeah, by the way, I went out during the night and I ended up on a star, and, you know, I talked to this big blue bird named Bob, and then, you know, he took me over and showed me colonies of monkeys and elephants and butterflies, and then I met the 5 Arcturians. I mean, seriously? Like, this is, are you kidding me? Like, I'm a little wild, but I'm not crazy. That's what I thought. So that's what I told my higher consciousness. Why did you have to send me to Arcturus? Why did I have to have this encounter? And she said, because you wanted so badly to heal. He said, I'm sending you to the best in the universe. You know, so I'm like, yeah, right, I guess. If you want it badly enough, the universe will conspire to make it happen for you, you know? The Alchemist. There was a cat screaming outside, and I missed what you said about the Kundalini. I say you could have had 100 Kundalini awakenings in your life, but you couldn't have it. You can't see it. You can't feel it because you can't see, maybe not you, but that was what I was talking about. Each and every one of us having all our baggage of fears and traumas and all that stuff. We can, when our third eye is open, when our pineal gland is activated, it's as if a third eye opens inward, yeah? Because the two eyes open outward, the third eye actually opens inward. And what does it see when it opens inward? The light. It's this big flash of light. But all of these filters of perception, which is our fears, our limitations, our childhood traumas, they act as filters. So even though the pineal gland may be open, even though your third eye may be open, it can't see anything because it's all blocked by these fears. I went to the universe inside a big rock cave. Just exploring is what I felt. It gets even crazier. Uh-huh. I went to the universe inside a big rock. Oh, that's so cool. Very, very cool. Hello, hope you've had a great day, Gabs. Gabs, good to see you. Did you listen to the book? Are you here, Lisa? I went to the... Lisa, I would love to have an experience like that. Well, imagine it and it will happen. I didn't imagine it and it happened. And I think astral travel and it sounds crazy. Oh, yeah? We all astral travel. Look, dreams are actually astral travel, you guys. We all astral travel. I want you to understand, you can do anything. You can do absolutely anything. When you hear people, like when you hear me talk about this experience and stuff, do not for a second think, oh, she can do that. I would love to do that too. Why can't I do that? I don't know if I can do that. You can do it. Just set your mind to do it and you're gonna do it. That's it. Seek and you shall find. That's what it says in the seek and whatever you decide you're gonna get. Oh my God, EA Jedi, a Jedi. Look at all these beautiful gifts. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh my God. Thank you. The DJ, EA the DJ. I called you a Jedi. It's okay. It's even nicer. You are the Jedi tonight. Everything is possible. You want to come in? Did you ask to come in or should I ask you to come in? Even better. That's right. You like it too? The Jedi. EA the Jedi. EA the Jedi. Jedi. I love it. Can you give me an example of your state creates? What do you mean by of my state creates? TY, thank you so much. What is a Jedi? It's a light warrior. I see you, but I don't know how to invite you, Lisa. What's this here? Accept. I knew it. There was a little one over there.
Hello, beautiful.
Hi, Lisa. Everybody say hi to Lisa and everybody follow Lisa and follow each other. Remember to follow each other. Yes. Oh,
Hello,
man.
chat. Hello, everyone. I'm not going to bring my camera up today. I'm no
Okay.
longer in my wife in my white
You
tank
last
top.
time. So yesterday, Lisa joined my live, right? Same like today after I finished reading and stuff. And at one point, she turned on her camera, and we were sleeping together. We were both in bed. It was so funny. It was my bed, her bed, and then we both were wearing wife beaters, white ones.
I had to come on because of that.
Your state creates your reality, not your thoughts. Yes. Okay. So Dana, I'm just gonna answer this one, and then do you want to answer this one, Lisa, or do you want me to? I know what
Nope,
he's
nope.
saying because I just did a video
Yes.
on that. Let me just tell. My state is everything about me, right? So in other words, my entire frequency determines my state. So if I think that if like maybe I have a desire, or maybe just simply have positive thoughts about something, but it's generally this works with desires. Like, let's say I have a desire, right? I want to accomplish something amazing in life, a specific thing, right? I want to get this done, right? So if I think about it at night, oh man, I just really, really want to do that. I see myself doing it. I visualize myself doing the, but then, I find myself in the middle of the day, panicked and anxious and stressed. Oh, will it ever happen and stuff? You just messed your state, you see? So you have to be in harmony. Your state is determined by the harmonization of your thoughts, your words, your emotions, and your actions. You
Yes,
harmonize them, and that's how you create your state. Your highest state, your state is right now. You're in a state of mess. You're in a state of doubt. You're in a state of this. But the state that I talk about, the state that you want to be in, the divine state that you want to be in, you want to stay in alignment, and you have to come from a place of love in all aspects. That's it. Okay, what do you have for us today, Lisa? What was your story today?
Today was magical, as all days, regardless if if I encounter unpreferable emotions, right? Because from my perspective, it's no longer negative or positive. It's unpreferable or preferable
or misaligned.
Yes, exactly.
Misaligned.
In alignment or not in alignment. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
No
then there's no judgment. Exactly. It's just, this is my choice. And if I don't align with that choice, that's not for me. So that's, simple.
Yes. So I had a magical day. I did a hypnotherapy session with the person that I did my very first one with. He called me and him, so it was super magic. And then I taught my class this evening. It's just been absolutely magical. Absolutely magical. So what you were saying earlier was really cool when you were talking about the light within, right? And that lens. Because you are the light. You are everything is energy.
Exactly.
Everything is energy. So whatever limiting belief, the words are right there. Limiting belief.
Yeah.
What do you need to believe in order to tell yourself a preferred narrative? And then find out how you guys can do it, because it's definitely possible.
And what do you have to believe to unlimit yourself?
Yes. Yep. So
be yourself. Yeah.
And for the longest time, I would run these narratives like, oh, I can't do that because of this. I can't do A, B, or C because of 1, 2, or 3. When really, even just asking the question, just switching the question to how can I do this?
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
What could be possible?
Yeah.
Show me some options.
Yeah. You know what's a good question to ask yourself, your subconscious? Mm-hmm. How can life get better than this? Show me, how can my life get better than this? That's the question. Awesome. That's what you tell your subconscious mind before you go to bed at night.
Yes, 100%. Completely agree. And as you wake up in the morning, if you wake up and you're in gratitude and you say the same thing, show me how this gets better.
Yeah.
Show me how it can get better than this. I'm super grateful for exactly where it is right now. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Absolutely.
Carmen, do you want me to teach you how to put me in a little tiny box on the bottom so I'm not taking up half the screen with no camera?
Oh no, I absolutely love having you half the screen. I like it better that way, because it to me, I feel the significance of your presence if we are half, if we split the screen. I don't care if I don't see you. You here. Show me how good can it get. Yes, show me how good can it get. Woohoo! Everybody, show me how good can it get. This is it, you guys. This is liberating. Whew. This is so liberating. Because
Absolutely.
you ask from lack. And that's the part that just, we have to let go of that. Just
Yes.
surprise me. Surprise me.
Like, what does
MJ.
today have in store? And then knowing, you know what? I'm gonna
Yeah.
choose to see the magic.
Exactly. Always see the light in everyone. Always see, and in everything. And actually, that's the thing that we always have to focus on. Listen, I said it before and I'm going to say it again. On this journey, there is a place, there's a spot when you actually have to make a massive decision where you have to decide that you are willing to kick it into the seventh gear of crazy. Do you know how cars, like it's car race cars, have
Yes.
like 6 speeds? Well, we're adding another speed in our journey into crazy, because what is crazy is being not normal. What is normal? Being indoctrinated and followers and all that stuff, right? Do we want to stay that way? No. That means we have to step outside of the normal, which is crazy. We have to be crazy, right? I'm not saying, mentally ill, or, that's not that kind of crazy, but it is a crazy where you are willing to accept any kind of judgment, any kind of criticism, any kind of breakups with close friends, with family, with, you're willing to lose everything around you and to stand true to your authenticity, to the truth of who you are. And sometimes you really have to, whatever happens in your life, look, I had an accident February 26th. I got hit by a dump truck. My vehicle was a Volvo, I might add. It was totaled. Do you realize what happens when a Volvo is totaled? Because a Volvo has the most, one of the safest vehicles in circulation.
They're
And
built very sturdily, right?
yeah, it was, I got sent 10 feet back, 4 feet. I actually just saw some pictures. I deleted all of them, but it took, if I would have been hit, if I would have been maybe in a different position, 1 foot, just 1 foot, if I would have been hit a little further, I would have been in the incoming traffic.
Gotcha.
So I could have looked at this experience as something horrible that happened in my life, or I could have looked at it as, wait a minute, in what way is this experience teaching me something? And I had a massive, massive breakthrough during, like, the shield came out, that the light came out of me and blocked the accident. I mean, I was hit, the airbag opened, my nose was broken, I was bleeding. I mean, it was,
Mm-hmm.
horrible. But this light came out, because I had an interaction with God right before I got hit. And this light came out as a shield, and it came out as a shield. And in that moment, I knew that my Father never betrayed me. And you know what happened? Only about 2, 3 days before, 2 nights in a row, in one night, I actually had 2 dreams back to back. They were nightmares where I dreamed betrayal. It was the same person in my life who, not in my life anymore, but it was a recollection of some situations, and the whole scene was related to betrayal. So in my dreams, I still had the betrayal trauma affecting me. And I thought that I had healed it, but I clearly didn't, because, oh no, I actually thought somehow in my naivete, I thought that I didn't really have betrayal trauma. But then it occurred to me that actually I did. I believed that my father betrayed me because when I was a kid and my mother beat me, well, she was beating me regularly. And the only one who saved me was my father. And when he went to work in Iran and in Egypt when I was 8 years old, basically he left me alone with my mother. And I resented that. And I believed that he betrayed me. So this accident, the moment of the accident, when the shield came out of me, the light came out of me, the message was, I never betrayed you. That was God telling me I never betrayed you, which means my father never betrayed me. That means trauma is an illusion. Trauma is an illusion. So I had to dig in and find out in what way was this accident a lifesaver instead of a near death. And that's what we have to do. Kick it in the seventh gear of crazy and look at everything that happens in our life. Absolutely everything, no matter what. How ugly, how stupid, no matter what. And interpret it in the way we want our story to be. That's what we have to do. Yeah.
100%. One of my favorite hypnotherapy questions, the most epic one when we do the clearing, is what's the positive lesson you can take from this event? And this goes all the way back to when these beliefs were built, and so when these beliefs are built, regardless of how old you are, regardless if it was this lifetime or past lifetime, passed down epigenetically, whenever it is that whatever it is that it aligns with you, regardless of how tragic or epic or what the situation can be, there's always a positive lesson you can take from the event. And if you do that, you can clear it out. You rewrite your whole thing.
Yes, right. Yes. Oh, and by the way, I might add one other thing that is massively important. And you know that from hypnotherapy. You can actually revise, and Neville Goddard calls it the pruning shears of revision. You can when you go to bed at night, you can do it daily, or you can take a session and do it for certain events of your life that happened years ago. But you can do it every day of your life, and every day before you fall asleep, remember the day. And whatever didn't work out the way you would have liked it to work out. Now, this is crucial, you guys, because you can actually change the past and change your future by changing the past. And what you do is you go into that moment, right before the moment happened of maybe you had an altercation with somebody, right? And you can't take it back now because it happened. But it left some energetic charge within you. And maybe the other person too. It's okay. It is done. But you can actually fix the frequency that went out into the field. And how you do it, you go into your imagination and revisit the scene right before the incident happened. And reimagine it in a different way. Maybe you saying something different. Maybe they said something different. And then end it with, and so it is, like you settle, like you just changed the future by changing the past. You see?
Yes.
Because you're realigning, you remove from the quantum field all of those frequencies that are in misalignment. Yeah.
Yes. First rule of Hermeticism, right? First law of Hermeticism. Everything is mental.
Yeah. The universe is mental. The all is mind. I mean, really, that to me was such confirmation that we are an algorithm. Because what is a mind? What do you think of a mind? Like a memory, like the RAM of a computer, except for this is unlimited and eternal, and it goes through everything, absolutely everything. God, sometimes when I close my eyes, I see it. It's like, oh God. So amazing.
I'm just in awe.
Right? Yeah. And man, for us to live during this time.
Yes.
Because
all the way down, Carmen, like the birds this year, Okay, I've been in this apartment for 7 years, and the
Yes.
birds this year decided to use my screen in my windows. They started for their nests, right? And so, literally, from me to the kitchen and my kitchen screen, I was seeing birds. Like, there was a couple. It was a couple, and they were tearing apart the screen. And at one point, they flew into the kitchen, right? But
Right.
now I look at where there's this big hole in the screen. It's like they took out the bottom 6 inches, and I haven't had it replaced because
Are they
I'm looking
picking
at
at it? Like,
not anymore. They built their nest early this spring, right? But I look at this and I'm like, I'm in awe that this is the reality. Like, I'm looking at my holy screen
yeah.
going,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, like, look at that experience, right? And I leave it there going, okay, we're creating this. We came in this time frame, in this moment, in this now, in this physical experience, in this to
Yeah.
to do all of this. And that
Yeah.
happened. Like, I
Yeah.
get to look up at that screen every day and go, huh.
Yeah.
I remember times when I looked at holy screens and thought other things of myself or the situation.
Yeah.
And now I appreciate all the way down to all of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's magical. That's the thing. It's magical. I mean, you know what's really funny? I look, I don't want to go into conspiracies, but I'm just kind of making a I'm throwing a blanket statement and saying 10 years ago, right? Because 5 years ago is so close. So 10 years ago, if somebody would have told you that, we're going to have like this pandemic thing and that all that stuff is going to happen, and then they're going to discover all these things, and then we're going to have these political things going on where there's no more decorum, and there's nothing sacred anymore about two people, having a debate or all that. It's just like um, the I don't want to use any terms, but it's like we're at the market, where people fight at the market. That's exactly what's going on. And what brings me to say that is because everything, and even, by the way, whoever the president is today, I'm not political, but I just prefer not to say names. Whoever's the president today, at one time I heard him say that so and so got placed in some political assignment, whatever, by central casting. Like, that's what he said in a news conference or something like that. He mentioned the word central casting. Well, central casting is an organization that actors use, right, to place, extras and actors and, whatever, all the stuff that they need in movies, right? And then today, and this is what brings me to say this, is because today I was watching this video where these two people were laughing their asses off. Why? Because they said, if you still don't believe that we live in a illusory world, in a not just in a simulation of the mind, but I'm talking about the reality in which we live in, which is actually an illusion. If you don't believe that the world is a stage, did you know that the first man who apparently was diagnosed with the specific thing back in 2020, right? His name was William Shakespeare.
I didn't know that.
Central casting 101, man. I mean, everything is central casting. It's in your face. It's in your face. This is how awakening works. Because if somebody comes and knocks in your door and says, by the way, everything is bullshit, the whole thing is an illusion, will you believe them? No. But you gotta get hit in the head with a 2x4 in order for you to wake up and go, boy, something is just not adding up. Something is not adding, because it's not adding up, And
No,
you're
it's
looking,
not.
Exactly. It's like even political parties. One is the left wing, one is the right wing. Everybody's fighting over the left wing and the right wing without realizing that the two wings belong to the same bird. It's the same.
Yes.
Same people pay for the left, same people pay for right. You guys don't see all they're doing is to make sure that we keep on looking left, right, left, right, left, right, so we don't look inwards. That's it.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's a game. It's a Truman Show. It's a Truman Show, you guys. That's it. We just have to take it lightly. Step outside of the game. Step outside of the hypnosis.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, 100%. Could not agree more, girl. Could not agree more.
Quintessence said multiple 2x4s here. Hey, I'm with you on that one. Trust me.
Babe.
My God. Stop. I love it. Trauma. Look at AI. Trauma is an illusion. Oh. We have an AI here who helps us coordinate our thoughts. Thank goodness.
I was wondering.
I thought it was somebody with the name AI, but there's actually AI who comes into the lives.
It's wild, right?
It is wild. It's polite. I'm letting him. I'm not blocking him. That can be removed
It
from
is,
you.
Leonora. It is such a beautiful thing to be human and to experience this physical reality. I'm
Yes,
grateful
right?
for it.
The way I see it, like I'll be honest with you, I did not expect it to happen this fast. I mean,
What to,
like the momentum of the awakening of humanity.
oh, right?
I did not see it coming. I mean, I thought, because I knew we were heading in that direction because I saw it. I've been seeing this for many, many years, but more intensely in the past 5 years, 4 years. But I didn't think it was going to be so expeditious where, I mean, look at this TikTok basically blowing up with people who are doing their shadow work and awakening to the truth of who they are. Everybody's like, I'm God, I'm God, I'm God, I'm God. Good, good.
Yes. Yes, 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 you are.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
you are. You know, I feel like it's like this app specifically, people are coming on and they're being like, okay, guys, so I had this experience and I have this idea. Does anybody agree? And then a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I was thinking that. But like you're saying, right? A few years ago, you were like, wait, you want me to talk about this? I went to, this whole council and up into different species, and had this whole experience. You want me to talk about this? But eventually people start talking about it, and then everyone's like, well, wait, that happened for me too.
Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
it's amazing to see how many people are, I mean, some of the videos that I put out, I go, I'm going to get lynched on this one. Fuck no. 2 or 3 people that I immediately block, but I mean, how many, goodness gracious, and how many people state, yes, I knew it all along. Yes, I've got the same downloads. Yes, this. I'm like, holy smokes, we're so aligned. It's amazing. I honestly believe that TikTok, the people who are on TikTok, we are definitely on a whole different reality than everybody else,
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
I 100% agree. And
Yeah.
then I'm telling people, I'm like, yeah, I go live on TikTok. And they're like, well, you on this one? You on that one? I'm like,
Yeah.
no, no,
Yeah.
but I'm on TikTok.
Yeah. So Lisa, Moonlight Magic, she said her grandson has a birthmark on his right side of the head. She said, me thinking he got a spear in a past life. Do you want to address this one?
I missed the comment, but I would. Hold on a second.
She said her grandson has a birthmark on his right side of the head.
I would ask you, I would say if you, oh, I see it. Okay. My grandson has a birthmark on the right side of his head. Me thinking, did he get a spear in a past life? Moonlight, if you had to guess or make it up, what would be your first answer? Go with your gut, girl. It's absolutely possible. Now, what would that mean if he got a spear in a past life? What would that mean for you? What would that mean for him? What magic, what reality do you want to create from understanding that that's a possibility? Where do you want to place that energy? What is it that you're in alignment with? I'm like looking at the comment as if it's going to speak back to me.
What meaning you would give to in your ideal, in your highest timeline?
Yes.
If your grandson was in his highest, and you want to do that talking to him, if your grandson was his highest version, what meaning would he give to that, whatever incident might have been in a parallel life? I call them parallel lives because to me, there's no such thing as a past life or a future life. They all exist simultaneously, but they exist. They're all there. Just like in the movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once, what we do is we go into those realities and tap into the attributes, because in every reality we have different attributes. Like in the movie that I highly recommend everyone to see, the woman goes and taps into different realities, in which in one of them she's very rich, in other one she's very powerful, whatever. She has different powers, right? And you go in to tap into that power and bring that power right here, and you save the world, because that's the concept of the movie. So you do the exact same thing. Your grandson has to imagine himself as his highest version, his highest potential, highest timeline. In other words, always love. And from that state, he has to interpret the scene that in the, what would be the meaning, what would be the lesson that he would need right here, right now, in this lifetime, if he was to tap into the reality in which he got hit in the head with a spear. What kind of power can he bring back into this life in order to awaken his own soul? Does it make sense? Do you want to?
Yes. 100%. I mean, you
Yeah.
could take it, you could take it even as far as mythical,
Yeah.
right? Or what a lot of people would consider mythical, right? What if in a past life he was an actual like mystic creature, right? That had a lightning bolt put into his hand and then, into his head. You could take it as far as you'd like without any shame or fear or guilt or second guessing yourself, because you get to create a story. You get to identify with the story. You get to take the positive learning as your experience, whatever aligns with you, right? And for your grandson. How old is your grandson?
I just got something. So the right side of the head is the right hemisphere of the brain. It's the subconscious mind. It's the imagination.
Yes.
It's the creativity. It's the connection to God. What the message may mean to him right now is that he must reestablish his connection to God, because whenever he got hit in the head with a spear, that's when the rupture between him and God happened. And the reason why he has the mark right now is to remind himself that he must use his imagination in order to connect to source.
I love it. Did you see her comment? He is only 3 years old, and I do believe it. Maybe he was a wizard like me.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Let him dream big, man. Like, let him just, whew, don't alter him. Let him be. Don't say no to him. Just let him be. Let him play. Let him come from the heart. Children are so magical.
Yes. You know, I feel like when I'm doing the hypnotherapy sessions, right, we're consistently deconstructing this programming from childhood.
Yeah.
You know, that's the reason I became a hypnotherapist, because it's worked so well for me to deconstruct those beliefs and stuff from childhood and further back. But for me, when I'm doing these things, right, one of my favorite examples is, let's imagine for a moment that you're playing. So these are the type of things that can get into your kids' heads, you guys, or into your heads, that are able to be released. Okay. And you can do this through meditation. You can do this through shadow work. You can do it in any way you like. Okay. But I'll give you an example. Let's pretend you're 5 years old and you're playing a board game with your mom and your dad, and you win the game. Okay. And your dad stands up and he throws the game, and he gets all mad, right? And your mom's just like, oh, go to your room, go to your room. You may learn right there that it's not safe to win, that you have to play it small.
That's it.
Those are the kind of beliefs that will end up later in life with that play it small, can trickle out and ripple out into so many different aspects of your life, and you may not know where it is. So when you're like, wait, why am I feeling this fear? Right? It's because earlier in life, it wasn't safe. It wasn't safe for you, and you didn't learn. When you're a child, especially before the age of 7, right? When you're a child, that logical mind is not looking at those things. It's very, very literal. So if you imagine embracing all of the imagination that your child has to offer, right? And believe it.
Yeah.
Embrace it, nurture it, love it.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's the thing, that all of these beliefs are so sneaky and so well tucked into the subconscious that at conscious level, you cannot detect them.
Yes.
It's impossible at conscious level. Now, you can detect them through journaling, hypnotherapy. You can definitely detect them through following all kinds of synchronicities like dreams and visions and meditations and all that stuff, right? And also, once you detect them, you cannot heal them at conscious level. You can only heal them at subconscious level, which means you have to get yourself into a hypnotic state in order to remove the belief. You can't just say, oh, so that means I shouldn't have believed my dad that, winning is not safe. Okay, then I'm fine. That means from now on, I'm going to believe that winning is safe. No, it doesn't work that way. You can't tell that to yourself and then the mind goes, oh, okay, I believe you. No, because that belief is still stuck in the subconscious. You got to pluck it out of there, and then you got to replace it with a correct one. And that's it.
Reframe it. Take the positive learning from it, because it helped you this whole time. It's been keeping you safe in your experience, right?
Yeah.
But once you identify it, you get to thank it for keeping you safe. You illuminate it and you love it.
That's it. And then you let it go, because you know what happens when you love one of these emotions that are not necessarily pleasant? Because even though, yes, they served you. Yes, they protected you. Yes. But what did they do? They freaking sabotaged you all your life, right? They were a pain in the ass at the end of the day, right? And once you start loving this pain in the ass, the pain in the ass says, it's not fun anymore. And it goes away. Because that's not their purpose. That pain in the ass, its purpose is not to make you feel good, it's to annoy you. And once You're not annoyed anymore. It walks away. It just disappears. You know? You don't kill your dragons. You love them. And they go away.
Exactly. Exactly. What we resist persists.
Yeah, exactly. God, that is such a powerful statement. Oh my God. If we could remember this statement on a daily basis with everything in our life, whenever we feel resistance to something, to anything, if we just say that to ourselves, what I resist persists. And then I ask myself, do I want it to persist? No, then I fucking don't want to resist it anymore. That's it. You know, like that's, you can make a switch, like really break pattern of behavior, which is so healing and so cathartic in our transformation when we keep on breaking these patterns one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. We kill ourselves, we die and die and die every day. And when you die before you die, what happens? You rule the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%. You take the belief. I think it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It served me up until now. It does not need to serve me anymore. I release.
Okay, this is a good one here. Atamela. Why do we experience the same situation over again? Why? Because we have these beliefs that are stuck in our subconscious mind, beliefs that we are not aware of unless we're being provoked. Like if somebody asks you, like you, I don't have any money. I've never had, I never will. Okay. Then can you tell me, what was your relationship with the money when you were growing up? What were your parents taught? What were they saying? Your parents, your grandparents, whatever. Oh, do you think money grows in trees? Also, that means you have been programmed to believe that you don't have money. You see?
Yes.
But here's what happens. What you're going to do, all your life, whatever situation you're going to be, you may even make a lot of money. You're going to lose it all. You're going to make money. You're going to find yourself without money. That means you're going to repeat the same patterns of behavior. Why? Because these subconscious beliefs are going to constantly sabotage no matter what you're doing. They've done studies. On people with certain types of beliefs. People who won the lottery, but they did not believe that they were worthy. In a year or two, they lost it all. And I'm talking multi-millions in lottery. I mean, how can you? Yeah, they just blew it away because they did not have a correct relationship with the money. You see? So that means that until you remove that belief that is blocking you from full expansion, your subconscious mind is going to continue to attract situations, people in your life. Why? In order to heal itself. It wants to heal itself. Some people say that it's because your mind is looking to protect you, to keep you in the same pattern of behavior that you're accustomed to, that you're comfortable with. I happen to, and that's my own theory. My own theory is that it's not because your mind wants to keep you safe. It's because it wants to heal. And it brings you, that's the only way it knows how to raise your, to shake you so you can wake up and realize what's happening by constantly bringing you the same situation. What did Einstein say? When you do the same thing again and again and again and expect different results, that's insanity, right? Well, if you keep on getting the same, it's insanity, right? That means one day you're going to go, man, there's something I got to do about me. There's something inside me I got to change in order for my life outside of me to change, you see? So that's why it wants to heal. When you see those situations, you look at the pattern, you dive deep into the trauma and the cause, the root of that trauma. Whatever happens, what Lisa said, whatever happened in your childhood, The father said something, the mother had said something. You go back into that memory and edit that memory through whatever protocol you want. You edit that memory, you remove that belief from your subconscious mind, and bang, you're free to relive your life from scratch, really.
Yes, 100%.
What do you think, Lisa?
I completely agree. 100% completely agree. And within my own experience, I can give you an example.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah, so
examples are the best.
my very first hypnotherapy session, which, okay, so I had done a lot of the inner work, right? And I was prior to becoming a hypnotherapist, which is where my first hypnotherapy session was. So I had done a lot of the inner work and the shadow work, which looked like when I would have an emotion, right? Which many people call it triggered at this point. I don't call it that anymore. I call it activation, right? Because you're having an emotion
Yes.
activate, right?
Yeah.
And it's there to show you something. So you get to have this emotional activation. And when I would get
Yeah.
activated, I would go, ooh, okay, cool. This is going to tell me something about myself. And so I would then get to go find the root cause, right? And I would take radical accountability. Like, what is the narrative that I'm telling myself here? Is this real? Is there something out? Is there some type of love I can give myself here? I can go find that little Lisa,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yes.
And there were many, many, many of them.
Yeah.
So then I went into hypnotherapy, and one of the first beliefs, so we found out that like one of the questions is, what's the root cause of this event? Was it before, during, or after birth? And one of mine was from during birth, when my mother was pregnant with me, right? And it turns out my mom had terminated a pregnancy 6 months prior to her being pregnant with me, and she was 29. I was her first kid, besides of course the other one, and as my mom says it, biological father was like, no, it's not my jam, right? Well, my mom chose to go through with the pregnancy, and so on month 4, for her to give herself permission there, right, to have me, came with a bunch of fear. She was all alone. She was working jobs, right? She had no support, all of the things. But it got planted really young. Like, we're talking 4 months existence, guys.
Yeah.
That to give myself permission would require a lot of fear. Like, that's what that was supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
And so through hypnosis, I was like, I got to reframe that to, I give myself permission to give myself permission. And I can tell you guys, like, that was absolutely freeing.
That's beautiful.
It empowered me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because you get to do that. You don't do it because you get to do it because you are the powerful one.
Yes.
Because there's nothing that can get between you and anything that you want to bring into your world. You're the only one who can possibly decide and make it happen through your own sheer will.
Yes.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I gotta tell you, that's why I say we're just so fortunate to live in this day of awakening, because I never heard of childhood traumas until 2019, end of 2018. Even Marissa Peer, she doesn't really call them childhood traumas. But I think the most I heard about it, and it was like a rude awakening, was when I went to Costa Rica at Rhythmia, because we had every day we had a lot of seminars. It wasn't just the 4 ceremonies that we did, but we had seminars. And there was this doctor, Mario Martinez. You guys, great books. You can find them on Audible and even on regular Amazon. I like listening to books, so I bought them on. Mario Martinez, a psychotherapist, whatever. I can't tell you for sure what his position, job may be, but he's definitely educated in this subject. And he was the one who explained so well about childhood trauma and how it lingers and all that stuff. And I highly recommend his books. Um, there's so much to learn about from these books. And great, in his books, he also touches about the blue zones. He is from, I want to say Bolivia, but don't quote me. He talks about the blue zones too. And what I really love about the concept of the blue zones, because he studied these people and he realized that these people live longer, not because they don't smoke, they don't drink, they don't this, they don't that. No, they do it all. They do it all. But they do it with joy. They do it ritualistically. They do it without ever judging or blaming themselves for anything they do. And they do it as a collective. They have this, they're together, they're tight-knit communities. And that's the part. Whenever you do something, if you do it ritualistically, in other words, if you put a meaning, you give it a spin, you give it a fun story, you give it something, like you give it a very cool meaning. If you do that, then it doesn't matter what you do, it's going to be perfect for you. But if you drink a glass of water, if you think you drank too much water during the day, you're going to have an indigestion and you just drank water, because literally, like, that's how our mind operates. Whatever you believe, you bring into existence.
Yeah, what do you need to believe in order to tell yourself a preferred narrative? Yes.
Exactly. There are no limits. Absolutely. There are no limits. We are the prison of illusion. We have nowhere to go. We do not know what our limits are. We don't have limits. We have no limits.
I agree. I completely agree.
Yeah.
Carmen, are you a night owl?
I am.
Have you always been?
I am actually a very strange bird, in case you haven't figured that out yet. I'll go, like last night, I didn't sleep till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes I go to bed at 9 o'clock at night and I fall asleep and I sleep till 8 o'clock in the morning. I can't, that's why I hesitated when you asked me if I'm a night owl. Yeah, I am a night owl, but I'm also an early, so I am nothing. Like I lost every label. I can't label myself with anything. Not because I don't want to. Like I don't have those. Like I can't tell you for sure. Am I this or am I that? Because I'm like, I can be anything.
I'm with you, sister. I'm with you.
you know, like I go with the flow. Today's my birthday, by the way. I got
Oh my gosh, happy
six more minutes
birthday.
for my birthday.
You were born on 11/11?
I know, 11, 10, 11.
Oh,
Today, the
10/11?
10th.
Awesome.
It's
Today
almost,
is your birthday.
today's my birthday. Yeah, today for 6 more minutes.
Oh my gosh, you guys, blow her up. Let's see some birthday stuffs in the
Blow her
chat.
up.
Let's go. Let's go. Birthday
No,
hats in the
actually,
chat.
actually, no, I haven't been celebrating my birthday. I actually made a mistake by saying today's my birthday. And I'm taking it back. Today, my body is celebrating a
There we
birthday
go.
because I'm an eternal being.
Exactly. I just get younger and younger with every level I achieve.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah. You know what? When you know you're free,
When?
when you can be the exact same way with everybody in your life.
Yes. Yes. Whether it be the neighbor that doesn't prefer you, or
Yeah.
your parent that you did
Yeah.
that had these things, or brand new person you met,
Yeah.
or Yes.
I just realized that because I realized how many times in the past 3 or 4 years I said out loud in front of people I don't know, strangers, when they said, how old are you? And, like you go to it and everybody goes in circle. And I spoke and I said, I am an eternal being. Like everybody said, I'm 54, I'm 75, I'm an eternal being. And I didn't even flinch. like
Love it.
like 5 years ago, I would have never spoken. Like I can tell that to my friends when we have a conversation like that, but I would have never said it in public. And I just realized right now that I really don't, I really don't, I don't even realize that you guys are enlightened beings and you are in complete alignment with what I say, and you don't think of me as crazy. I don't make any difference between you guys and the people on the street because it doesn't matter to me anymore what people think.
Yes. It's the
Like I don't even
emotion.
have that on my agenda anymore. Wow.
Same.
My God.
Beautiful, beautiful thing. I noticed that I started like not getting ready for lives and stuff,
Yeah.
right? Like I'd
Yeah.
shower, but I wouldn't like
Yeah.
put makeup on or, do any of those things.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I don't wear any
okay.
makeup. What's the point? What's for who? For who? I don't need to impress anybody. I've already impressed myself. That's good enough.
Exactly.
I really don't need to impress anybody. Now, if I go out somewhere and I put an outfit that maybe maybe I'll put a little liner and stuff. Like the other day I was playing with that kohl, the Egyptian thing around my eyes, and of course I made a mess everywhere and I had like black stuff on my tail. Like, whoa, like every time I do it, I forget how bad I am at it. And then I do it again, I do it again. I'm like, oh man, let's do it. And I get that black powder everywhere that doesn't go away. So it's so hilarious. But but I do it just for fun. Like I don't really care, So
Yeah, it's a part of the physical experience, right? We're like, we get to do that.
yeah,
Why not?
yeah. Yes, quintessence. She stopped caring whether her husband believed her. Exactly. That's freedom. That's freedom. Embodied mentally, authenticity. Yes, absolutely, man. This is it. We got to return to our authenticity. The highest frequency is authenticity. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. Who sent the hearts?
You're welcome. I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, you're amazing. Thank you.
As there's 44 people in here and that number has come up all day.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Love
girl,
you
happy
all
birthday.
in all the nows.
Happy eternal.
Happy
Merry, happy
eternal.
everything.
Yes. You know what? You know what made me the happiest this morning?
What?
I'll tell you what made me the happiest this morning, because you all know I'm going to Romania to be in service to my mother, who's losing her mind. Well, guess what? My mother called me this morning at 8 o'clock in the morning to wish me happy birthday. Now, I don't know if she remembered it because she saw it on Facebook.
Really?
But it just really felt good that my mother did not forget my birthday.
That is awesome.
Oh.
That is awesome. I know the feeling. My birthday is 2 days before Christmas.
Oh.
And yes, so and then my dad's is the day after Christmas, and my dad forgot, and I was like, "Really?"
Everybody. So in other words, either no birthday gifts or no Christmas gifts, right? Oh.
It's okay. It's all exactly as it's
well,
supposed to be.
you have it all anyway, Lisa. So who cares about gifts?
Living the dream.
Yes, yes.
A very merry unbirthday to you.
Yes, that's
Grateful
it.
Heart Oracle says.
Yes. What is death? An awakening or a matrix? What do you think, Lisa? Do you want to do it?
This one's all you, girl. watched your whole field
I
go boom. Yes, queen, go.
I was chomping at the bit. Did you?
Yes. There's like 3 people in here that just saw your field go crazy. I'm sure more than
It's
3, but
like,
I know there's at
Lisa,
least
keep
3 in here.
quiet because this one is going to break through the phone. So, death. Okay, there's 2 types of death. First, death before the death. The death before the death is the enlightenment, not the awakening necessarily, although when you awaken, you also die. The death of who you used to be. It's a constant dying. In fact, we die every day. Every day. We die. Every time we make a massive shift in our life, every time we make a massive break in pattern of behavior, that is us letting go of the old self. So that's a death. So dying before you die means you are an enlightened being, and which means you are an eternal being, because when you die before you die, you have this Kundalini awakening, and this is when you know experientially, not just intellectually, experientially that you are the light. That's
Yes.
one kind of death. The other kind of death is the death of the body. And most people are afraid of this one because they don't know what's after. That's what we're afraid of, the unknown. So the only thing we have to remember is that we are here we are in this physical body. That means we are not the physical body. The physical body may go, and it will eventually when it wears off. This is just a vehicle of transportation while we're here in this specific reality. But we exist in an infinity of realities simultaneously, like in the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. Here's what happens. If we become enlightened beings right here, right now, in other words, if we heal our traumas, our fears, our limiting beliefs, if we, in other words, dissolve the illusion of separation between us and the divine and us and everyone else, which means we are pure, then what we do in the same time, we heal all the other realities in which we exist. Which means when our body passes, or maybe we decide through a rainbow body, we just literally dissolve into the field, right? If we do that, then we don't have to visit another reincarnation or emanation, as it is called in the Hermetic Kabbalah. It's because we're not incarnated, we're emanated, because the being that we are is everywhere, and the only difference is that same being that exists inside of me exists right here in front of me. The only difference is that this same being, this energy, not a being, the same energy, right, that exists right here in front of me, I'm not seeing it because it's really invisible. The only difference is that the same energy emanated inside of me. That's the difference. It's that same energy. So we don't have to revisit another emanation because there's nothing to do there anymore other than to just have a blast, because the purpose is for us to awaken. So if you awakened here but you are all of the other realities, that means you're awakened in all of them. Yes. And so that's it. And there's no way you're gonna die. Long story short, we don't die.
Everything is existence.
Yep. We were never born and we never die.
He's got another good one.
Let's see what he say. Quintessence, I'm with you. I want to live 125 years. We're in it together, girl. If we were 99.999% atoms, does that mean we are immortal? I don't know if our immortality is related to atoms. All I know is atoms are nothing but space. So we are space, we are the void. Yeah, we are immortal. But I don't know if it's because we are atoms. I'm not that good at physics, believe it or not, although I was very good at physics.
I feel like atoms and everything is just energy. It's just our way of understanding, right? From this perspective, what it is that we're engaging with and whatever it is that we experience as our engagement with these things, right? Because like you just said, the space between you and the space in front of you, like I literally teach a class on how to see that, how to see the energy of everything. So it's all possible.
Oh, I love that. Yes. Yeah. That
So I
is
feel
so
like those
beautiful.
atoms, the way that he's describing it, right? The way, from my perspective, and maybe
Yeah.
I'm misunderstanding, but from my perspective, those atoms are just, again, different bits of energy in
Yeah.
just different form.
Yeah.
Everything is energy, and so there is no separation between it.
Yeah. And energy cannot be destroyed.
Yes,
That's that right
exactly.
there. I mean, that right there. If I'm energy and energy cannot be destroyed, that means I'm immortal.
There's an excellent TED Talk, you guys. It's Dr. Jill Bowers. She's a she's a neuro something, okay? She literally brings a brain on stage. It's called My Stroke of Insight. And she brings a brain on stage and she talks about from I think she's a neurobiologist, but I don't quote me. She's a neuro something. She's a doctor. She's a PhD. And she had a stroke in her left hemisphere, if I remember correctly. And she describes her experience in this TED Talk about what it is that she saw, and as her right brain, or sorry, yeah, her left brain was coming in and out of function. And
Wow.
it is super cool because she talks about experiencing everything as energy. Dr.
Yeah.
Jill Bowers, I'll put it in the chat. Dr. Jill
Yeah.
Bowers, My Stroke of Insight.
Yeah. Wow. I believe with all my being that there are people on this earth who live forever. Yeah, I do too. But there are also people who, like, for example, Count Saint Germain, right? Who is said to be to revisit constantly. Like he's always in a new body, in a new physical form, comes and goes, just comes and goes, but he's never old. Saint Germain. There's so many great teachings that come from him. Oh, you saw the video. Why did you say, oh my God, Genesis? Atamela, where are you, Atamela? I know I read your message earlier. You're almost going to work. You believe you're one of those? I am over 60 but look 30. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. Johannesburg. Oh, cool. So cool. Huh. Let me go ahead and follow you. So cool. All right, you never know. Maybe I have I have friends all over the world. In fact, today with this day of celebration, God, I haven't even answered my messages on Facebook. Oh, that's so cool, Genesis. I'm very excited, and I identify. No, I'm Romanian, Atamela. I am Romanian. I don't speak German. That's somehow, I don't know. I didn't get too close to that language. I learned French, English. That was what I learned at school.
Atamela earlier said his name was Thuli. It's at the end of his handle.
Oh, Tuli? Oh, cool. Tuli, cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Tuli, how cool is that? Thank you. Oh, Lisa. Man, what would I do without you, Lisa? Fuck.
You would just be up here talking, girl. You
You're
would do great.
totally you're
On the
totally
family time.
indispensable.
I am you. You are me, girl. We know
I
that.
know. Hey, I manifested you.
Yes.
You manifested me
Yes.
and I manifested. That's it.
Yes,
That's
we
it.
did.
Oh, I love it.
You're welcome, Julie. Hey, there's New Moon. So that, so she had said that she had seen that TED Talk, and with the one that I just spoke about, and I asked her if she has heard of a book called The Energy Codes by Dr. Sue Morter, because that TED Talk is in uh the foreword of that book. That Doctor
Oh,
wrote by Dr. Sue Morter.
Sue Morter. I watched. I think I read the book.
The Energy Codes?
I read the book.
Yes, it's an amazing book.
It's a freaking
That
amazing
TED
book.
Yeah, the lady who did that TED Talk is yeah, it's a beautiful book. Highly recommend, you guys. The Energy Codes by Dr. Sue Morter. But
I'm
yeah,
telling you,
Dr. Jill Bell.
and I can't remember right now, but one day it will come to me. But I had a massive revelation when I was listening to this woman being interviewed, and I want to say she was interviewed by I can't remember his name right now. Know Thyself, the podcast, Know Thyself. He's on YouTube. Um, I can't remember his name, but the interview was amazing, amazing. And I know
With
I had
Dr. Sue Morter?
with Sue Morter. Yeah, excellent
Oh,
interview. Excellent interview on Know
oh, you
Thyself.
know that one?
Hmm?
Quinn, she says she knows that one. What's the gentleman's name? Quinn, she says she follows him on Spotify. She'll find it.
It's sitting on the tip of my tongue too, so it's he's sitting on the tip of my tongue. Sounds from Yahuwah. Oh wow, station. I don't, if that's what it means. I follow him on Spotify. I watched him on YouTube. Tuli, you just commented something very interesting. You said I should put Lisa as an admin, as if I know how to do that.
I think he's trying to make me a moderator, is what he meant.
I know. Lisa was giving me last night indication on how to add this and that and that. You guys. Andre Ducum, that's it. Perfect. That's his name. Andre Ducum. Ducum. Yeah.
Do you
Excellent.
not have any mods? Do you do it all on your own?
What?
Do you not have any moderators? Do you do it all on your own?
I have nobody, Lisa. It's just me and God. That's it. Do you really think I need anybody else if I have God?
No, no, I do not. No, I do not.
Oh, no, but I do appreciate you being here. I totally love having you here.
I
So,
love coming. I woke up this morning really early. I didn't know why. I was like, why am I awake right now? It was like 4:45, 5 o'clock.
that's
And
when I went to bed.
Carmen falls asleep and I wake up.
Yes. Okay, Marilu, tell the truth. Why am I lying about? What am I lying about? I have ChatGPT. I have ChatGPT, but okay. But I can ask ChatGPT 100 questions and then he's going to give me a long laundry list of what I need to do, which means I have to do it. And I refuse to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. That's it. That's me. I don't want to do it. So, see what I'm saying? I'm the root. I'm the cause of all my limitations, you see. But I decided that I'm okay with the limitations because the alternative means I have to do something about it. And this is part of my own journey, my own trauma journey, right? Because every single one of us, we have our own flavor of trauma, right? So for
Yes.
me, I've done so much my entire life, you guys. You know, the extra mile, I went the extra 1,000 miles for everybody in my career. I was a real estate broker. You can imagine I worked face to face, hand in hand with a lot of people.
Yes.
And I got tired of it because I
Yeah.
overdid it. I overworked myself. Why did I do it? Why? Because I manipulated them into loving me. I manipulated everybody into loving me. I did it because I loved it too. I loved my job. I really loved my job. But at the same time, it was coupled with this other thing where, oh, let me go the extra. Let's do, I'm gonna, oh, God, we love Carmen, Wonder Woman. Oh, build her a statue in front of the, City Hall. Guess what? I decided I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm done doing things. I'm done. I'll do only what my heart desires. That's it. And that's my choice.
Did you find the belief that allowed you, that was creating that need or that want to manipulate everyone into loving you?
Oh, yeah, because I needed to prove myself in order to be loved as a child. I did not receive unconditional love. I didn't even receive love when I did something, but that didn't matter because I still strived to do more and be more and always doing what I'm supposed to be doing or what I'm being asked to do. Don't get me wrong, I rebelled at times and I got myself in trouble for it. But the point that I'm trying to make is I always knew that I had to do more in order to be loved. That was the only way I was valued, I was appreciated, and I was loved. If I did more, if I gave more, if I sacrificed more.
Yes.
Not anymore.
Can I share
Yes,
my
so
story?
many of us have that story. Absolutely. That is the story of almost every single person I know. Yeah.
Yeah. I cleared mine out. There was the second major. So I've had two major ones. I have videos on them. That's it. There's the two major ones, right?
Oh, yeah.
After these two major ones, I already shared the first one. But the second one was when I went through hypnotherapy, right? And turns out it was my grandma who was born in 1919. So
Yeah.
in the hypnotherapy world, they tell you that beliefs can be passed down from past lives or epigenetically.
Yeah.
So my grandmother was born in 1919 and she had four older brothers. And by the time she was born, I don't know if my great grandmother was really cold already or like naturally or if she had gotten that way. But either way, my grandma learned really young that she had to, in order for her needs to be met, she had to take care of everybody else's needs first. She had to allow that to happen, right? And when that happened, that belief got transferred to me, and then I didn't have the worth until everybody else's needs were met first. It was the only way I could do it.
Exactly.
What's
Exactly. I just brought Tuli in because she wanted he. I would love to share my story how I freed myself from pleasing people. Let's hear it, beloved.
I love it. I'm actually going to jump down. I'm got up really early. I appreciate you greatly, Carmen. It's nice to meet you, Tuli.
I love you so much, Lisa.
Hi.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hi,
Thank
Lisa. May I greet you first before you step down?
Yes, thank you, love. Am I saying your name correctly?
You saying it perfectly, sweetheart.
Yes. Yes. Awesome. It's wonderful to meet you, love. It's wonderful to meet you. I cannot wait to hear your story.
Let's hear your story,
You must
Tuli.
you must come on my live tomorrow. I'm having a live about Africans reclaiming their sovereignty. That means African kingdoms worldwide, all the countries in the continent. But anyway, I'm not here to tell you that story. I'm here to share my story, how I freed myself from, trying so hard to please other people. I was rejected by my mom as a baby, actually. And my grandparents took me and took care of me as a baby. And my grandmother let me suckle from her as a baby, and there was nothing coming out, I'm told. And it was quite a number of us as grandchildren. It was about 5 of us, if I remember well. However, I was the most favored child. And I always asked myself, why am I being so favored? As an adult, I went back and looked at my childhood and had this question all my life. Why was my grandfather especially giving me so much love, so much attention? He gave everything.
Right.
And it was revealed to me that I was being prepared for my adulthood because I was seeking my mother's love all the time and she kept rejecting me. And then when I went back to that experience as a baby, as a young person, I then realized that, I was given this love specifically to learn how to be loved without any reason. Now,
Yeah.
we've always been socialized in a way that you think that you are loved because. No,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's not how it works, guys. You are loved for who you are. Full
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything. And hence, I have this motto, this attitude to say, I don't care what
Yeah.
the next person thinks of me
Yes.
because I love myself. And
That's
I
it.
give
Yeah.
what I have because I have it. Another thing that we need to learn as humans is that you cannot give what you don't have.
That's right.
And stop looking for something that is not there.
Yep.
That is our biggest challenge.
Yeah.
You need to love yourself so much that what you give out to the next person, to you, it doesn't matter how they want to handle it.
Yep.
That's their business.
Exactly.
That is their business.
Yeah.
Give love for what it is. And you'll be
Unconditional.
amazed.
Unconditional. Yeah.
Unconditionally so.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
That's the
Julie.
story I wanted to share, Carmen.
That's
I'm
so
so happy.
nice of you, Tuli. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm so happy to have met you personally because I've been sharing your videos on my pages. You have the
Oh,
most
that's
beautiful
so
messages
kind.
that you share.
Oh, I love it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Well,
Imagine.
they are my videos because I record them and I edit them and I do all this work, right? But they're not mine
Okay.
because they're channeled. Everything that comes through, it comes through me. So I love it that you share them. Take all of it. Take the content, use it, speak it in your own language. It doesn't matter to me. I don't take credit for it. I don't take
Wow.
credit for it because the message is not mine. That's has nothing to do with me. I
Exactly.
saw people who stripped the entire content and just did their own thing with exact same words. And I sent them
Wow.
message and I said, thank you.
Exactly. That's
He
how we
didn't give me
should do
credit.
it.
I didn't care for that's not my purpose. I don't care about the credit. I'm happy he's sharing the message. It's the message that matters. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you,
I
Genesis.
am
Yeah.
I am here in Johannesburg, South Africa, and I've been working on waking up my people this side.
Yes. Yeah.
I went into this great awakening movement when they shut down the country, the world in 2020, and I discovered so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And I was looking for people, my people here in South Africa, and I couldn't find black people because you must imagine the poverty is so high.
Yes.
So people can't afford to go online.
Ah,
So
really?
we have two countries in one. We have white people who
Mm-hmm.
live in a completely different dimension and
Yeah.
world.
Yep.
And then you've got black people that also live in their own world. So I was finding white people for the longest time until
Yeah.
2024, last year, February. And
Yeah.
I started to open up a Telegram page. So I've got two Telegram pages. I've got one for white people, one for black people.
And you are the queen of unification. I love
I'm
it. See?
trying.
That's it.
I'm trying. Thank you.
You're not trying, Tuli. You are doing it already. You're doing it. That's just beautiful. It's you don't even have to do anything. The simple idea that you are open to work with everybody and open to express yourself in front of everybody. That alone is pure love. That alone is pure love, and that is something that we can all learn from. And the true understanding from, and especially I personally, I I've always loved and I always will. I don't make a difference between colors and people. I never did. I never did. But
Doesn't make sense.
I hear sometimes black people who really feel the need to separate themselves from the white people, as if the white people are the ones who have put them in the bad places that they are in right now. Like as if I have anything to do with the bad situation that they happen to be in. And I want to say, no, we've all been in the same freaking boat. We've all been indoctrinated and programmed and enslaved by the same people. Don't you see that we are being pinned against each other?
100%.
Yeah.
100%, Carmen.
Yeah.
100%. You know what my idea is when it comes to race issues.
Yeah.
I always say racism does not make sense at all.
No. Yeah.
Because my reasoning is that, Carmen, why would someone hate anyone because of their color of their skin?
Yeah.
What is there to hate? What is
Yes.
there you feel I must hate in you
I mean,
because
if anything,
color skin?
Julie, I would exchange my color with your color anytime, because it is so, to me, like whenever I lose my tan, I'm like, oh, I better get in the sun a little bit so I can. But if I was dark, I wouldn't have to worry about getting a tan, and I would love that. So I just don't see how can somebody look at us at a color and say that's better than the other. That makes no sense.
The
Not
thing
to,
is,
not to
the
mention,
thing
this
is
is just the body. That's not who we are. What's
exactly
inside of us is who we are, and it's one and the same living substance in every one of us.
so true,
Yeah.
so true.
Yes.
And And you know what, Carmen?
That's it.
The thing is, it all boils down to self-love again.
Amen to that.
If
I cannot
if
vouch for self-love more.
you
Yes.
see, if both sides can start looking inside themselves and love themselves so much,
Yeah.
that love will outpour. It will go out and be shared to humanity, you know?
Exactly.
And you will
Exactly.
not care. You will not care what the next person, whether they are white or black, what they do about with your love. That's their problem.
Exactly. Yes.
And I always say to black people, start loving yourselves. You
That's
see,
it.
I lived in Germany for 6 years, and I had my experiences. I had the most beautiful experience because I went there with a positive mind of love. I just fell in love with everything. I loved the language. I put so much effort into learning proper German. When I sit on the other side, you see, I run a tour operating business, right?
Yeah.
I
Is
I take
this your business?
Yes, this is my business.
I love it.
I've
I
run
love it.
I've run this business since 1999. So and I made sure that I learned German, and that was the biggest positive thing I did for myself because I then earned respect from Germans.
Yes, of course. Of course.
They
Yeah.
just loved it. They
Yeah.
just loved me speaking German. And when my clients, which are 90% German speakers, when I speak to them on WhatsApp call or something, or I write to them, they can't believe it when they meet me to meet a very African woman.
Woman speaking German so well. That's so cool.
They
Yeah.
always they always say, "Wow, how
You
can
are
you speak
definitely
so?"
a bridge, Julie. You are definitely a bridge between the worlds, and I cannot salute you more and honor you more for doing what you're doing, man. You are just amazing.
That's
Yeah.
the name of my company. My company
Yeah.
Atamela means come closer, come together.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes. Go onto my
What?
page.
You sure
Unfortunately,
that gel it all together, Julie. I love it.
I'm loving my life.
Good. I love
I love
it.
what I do.
Well, we have to stay in touch because if one day I'll get to South Africa, I'll definitely want to come and see you.
You will be experiencing the true South Africa through Adamela tours. We don't do touristic stuff.
So
We
now,
show
do
you.
you take people like through the safaris and stuff like that?
Yes, that's part of
Ooh,
all the package. Go on to my page.
I will for
Unfortunately,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately I've flooded my page now with the Great Awakening stuff. But if you go right to the bottom of the page, try and go right to the bottom, you'll see some beautiful stuff. I
Yes.
have this video where we had a group of Germans. They are dancing to the most beautiful song. It goes Africa yo, Africa yo, la da da, Africa,
Oh.
Africa, Africa. Hey, they are dancing their feet off.
I think this is such an this could be a very authentic experience because let's all come to the truth and accept the truth that Africa is a black people's country, and you are the ones who are holding the traditions, and you are the ones who are holding, have the whereabouts with everything, right? Because you are the indigenous people, and that means
We are
that means you
not
have access to these more authentic experiences that anyone could have in South Africa, you know.
In
So
Africa,
yeah,
you know. And
yeah,
the thing is, Lisa, Africa or Africans are the blueprint of creation.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Well,
that's that's one thing that Black people need to understand.
yeah.
That they need to come out of believing that they are less humans. It's not true.
Well, the programming has been going on for such a long time that look what's going on in the United States, even where, you know, let's do this for the blacks because, you know, they don't have that. They don't have like they have been indoctrinated to believe that they are not of, they don't have capacities, they don't have possibilities, they don't have skills, they don't have tools, they don't, I mean, let's protect them because of this. No, nobody needs more
No.
protection than others because we're all as powerful and as impactful as everybody else. But if you keep on programming an ethnic group that, oh, we need to do this because you guys can't, because you guys this, then they're going to grow believing that they are less than, right? It's the
Exactly.
programming.
Yeah. And I've worked on that all my life. I have refused to take less than what I deserve. You see,
Exactly.
with my tours,
Yeah.
I will have people in the country
Yeah.
getting visitors and then wanting to book one of my tours, and they tell me, no, it's too expensive. And I just tell them, listen, you can buy a t-shirt from what kind of shop can I make an example with in your country, from the cheapest shop, and you can go and buy a designer t-shirt and
Yeah.
be prepared to pay for that. I sell the most beautiful experience,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
I do not yield back. You have to pay for that experience,
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
because
Jennifer.
I give my clients my all,
Yeah.
my
Exactly.
all.
Yeah.
I've been in this industry. You must go on TripAdvisor and read my reviews.
We will, Tuli. Look at how many people. Are you reading these comments? Everybody wants to come and see you and meet you. Are you
I can't
kidding me?
con-
Are you
I
kidding
can't
me? You broke the
I can't
internet, Tuli.
I can't look at the comments. I have to concentrate on what I'm saying.
I know you do. That's why I'm reading to you. I'm saying to you right now that you teaching them to love themselves is so powerful, Tuli. This is what Quintessence says. And
That's the secret, Lisa. Carmen, that's the secret
yeah,
that has been hidden away from us.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Self-love.
Self-love.
Self-love. You
Self-love.
will not
Yeah.
believe how much power you
Yeah.
take back by loving yourself.
Absolutely. In fact, I just
Because,
did a video on that yesterday.
yeah.
I mean, I did a
Oh,
video with like 8 truths, and one of them was, you know, service to others and stuff like that. And everybody blew a gasket. Everybody, several people got triggered by it. And then I said, okay, I'll do a video, you know, and it's clearly the opposite of, you know, we have been programmed to believe that if we are not in service to others all the time, then we are selfish and egotistical and all that stuff, which is completely, completely false. Because we can never be in service to others fully, genuinely, from the heart,
yeah,
until we fulfill our own love.
exactly.
We can't. There's no way. It's mathematics. There's no way. You can't give
Yeah.
what you don't have. Period.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Exactly.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, kiddos. Um, it's 12:30. It's 12:39 at night here, Tuli, and I know you have to go to work. I'm coming back tomorrow evening to read the book again, and but I think it's time for me to go to bed because I started at like 8:45. That's like 4 hours. Holy smokes!
No, I'm not going to work. I am actually going to start a live
Oh,
on
oh, good.
WhatsApp
Oh, good.
and Telegram.
Oh, good, good. Okay, okay, perfect. Well, I enjoyed your presence here so much. I'm so happy that we met, and let's stay in touch. And I'm so happy that everybody was here tonight. All this amazing gang of people, women, men from all over the world. I can't believe we are guys, we're shifting consciousness right here, right now. I cannot tell you how grateful I am. I cannot tell you how grateful I am. So,
Hallelujah.
hallelujah, everybody. Thank you all.
Yes.
And
And please, Carmen,
yeah,
please share the videos you did. I haven't seen them. I've been busy.
with the book, with the
Please,
book.
no, with the self-love
Oh yes, yes.
topic.
I'll send it to you. Yes, I'll send it to you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You'll
My
like it.
my
Yeah.
my group in South Africa needs to hear that. I emphasize on that all the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you right after this. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Lastly, please make Lisa your admin, your moderator.
I will have to figure this out, Tuli. I'm a complete Luddite. Like yes, I know somebody said I should go to ChatGPT and ask how to do it and stuff like that. But I can do two things. I can either struggle to do that or I can create more content. But
Mm,
I will figure it out. But I will figure it out. I promise. I will figure it out. I don't even know how to put comments on. Like I would love to put some. I don't know. Everybody's commenting. Like I would love to say, send you a little heart, and I can't because I don't know how to do it.
no, sweetheart, no, sweetheart. When I go on live, I don't look at comments so much. I do browse around a little
Yes.
bit just to get the feel
Yes.
of the public, how they feel about the content that I'm giving them. However, I don't engage so much because I have to concentrate on what I am sharing to the people. You
Yes.
know,
I see.
you
Yes.
can't do both,
Yes.
sweetheart. You can't.
Yes. Well, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I decided to just, I don't care if I'm scatterbrained. I used to be very self-conscious if I lost my train of thoughts because I have 100 thoughts per second. Like they come on, I go, which one should I speak on? Like, and wait, I got another, like I'm like this, constantly. And I decided, you know what? So if I lose my train of thought, I'm going to lose my train of thought. Somebody's going to remind me, or I'm going to remember a little bit later, and I'm going to say, "Oh, I just remember. I know exactly what." I don't care. I just don't care anymore. It doesn't matter to me. I am who I am. I want to respond to people. I want to see them. I want to communicate with them because to me, this is deep connection. This is deep connection, and I know if they're here, they are here. It's not a coincidence. It's not by accident. So that's, I guess maybe
That's the
this is
way.
my way of being in
No,
service.
no,
Yeah.
sweetheart. It's the way to do it. You
Yes.
must you must imagine when I go live on TikTok, especially on TikTok, which I avoid because I am more concentrating on the people in the country more than the world, And
Yes.
I just do lives very seldom on TikTok. However, what I want to say to you is that you are doing it right. If you lose your line of thought, it is perfect. You must imagine when I go live, I have millions of thoughts in my head. And that is worldwide. What I have discovered over the 5 years of research.
Yeah.
And now there is also that discoveries that I've done about my country specific. So I am everywhere.
Yeah.
I just let it flow. I just let
Yes.
it flow.
Yes.
I
Exactly.
don't get stuck and say, oh, now I've forgotten I was talking about this. No. If something else pops up in my head, I talk about it.
Yeah.
You must
Yeah.
imagine there is a great awakening movement. There is the financial system that we need to inform people about. There is the health, big pharma and medbed technology. There is just so much.
Oh, I don't focus on anything earthly. Like to me, I don't care about all of that. So I guess that's why, like to me, there's nothing but God. I don't care about the financial crisis. I don't care. I don't exist in that world anymore. Like literally,
No,
I don't have TV. I don't watch the news. I don't care what's going on. Like I only hear
me either.
snippets every now and then, and I'm like, I don't care. It's not in my world.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I
Yes.
haven't had a television since 2020, since 2019.
Yeah.
And I was anyway not a television
Person.
person.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I couldn't listen to the bull BS, you
Yes.
know?
Yes.
So I've always been into finding out stuff, understanding. And that is why my tours, that is why my programs or tours that
Yes.
I offer are so full of information because I do a lot of research.
Yes. Yes.
So, having said that,
That's
I
good.
am not telling people about the financial crash, all this BS
Yes.
that is
Yeah.
going on in the news. No,
Yeah.
I am informing people about what is coming for humanity
Yes.
because people are not aware that this planet is shifting into a beautiful new planet and there are
Yes.
systems being put in place for that to happen and
Yes.
for humanity to take part in that development they need to be informed, and that's what I'm doing.
Yes. Good. Very good.
Okay, I need to go.
Well, me too. And
I
everybody's
love
going to
you.
bed. And I love you guys
I
and I appreciate you. And I hope to see you again tomorrow night. And my goodness, you all are amazing. And I love you. And that's it. That's
come
all.
in.
Yes, honey.
Please send me an invite, sweetheart. Please send me an invite
What kind of an
when you
invite?
go live.
Oh, and I go,
When you
okay.
go
Yes.
live,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
if you
Yes.
can. What
Yes.
time will you start? What time are you going to
I would say
start?
about 8:30, 9 o'clock, maybe 8:30 tomorrow night. Yeah.
Your time.
My time. Yes. In other words, 4
It should
hours
be,
or like 4 hours earlier than it's now. Yeah.
yes. Okay.
Yeah.
See
Yeah.
you tomorrow. I love you all, guys. Have a
Yes.
beautiful, beautiful day.
Lisa, you know.
Bye
I love
now.
you. Bye.
Love you all. Sending you love. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Good
Don't
night. I love
forget
you
to
all. Bye bye.
don't forget to love yourselves.
That's it. That's the message.
Very important.
Thank you all. Appreciate you all. Oh,
Thanks.
wow. All these people. I love you all. Bye bye. Bye.